take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Hiroshi. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to keep your waitresses. Have a mighty trying night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. All good, important things are needed you people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Open Lines Tuesday, where we're going to talk about free will, or free willy, or I don't know, low cost bills, whatever. Really, whatever we want to talk about, we'll talk about. Anti-Trekker put out a video on free will and how it relates to Commander Data earlier today, so that's why free will was on my mind. And every time my phone rings right after I start, I have a fear it's someone thinking, no, okay. It's not that there's a problem with the stream. All's good. Dee Myers, Qapla Dee Myers, and a citizen of the channel, says, Qapla bird, I put back on when I get home. Have to take wife to the doctor now. On way home. Hope family is doing well. Thank you, Dee. So far, so good. Today, thank you. I hope all's well with you and the wife and the family. Hector says, I expect a brainy, wise, profound discussion about the inexistence of free will. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me, or be prepared to face the consequences, namely a smirk and roll of the eyes. Why is my phone still making noise? Okay, yeah. So somebody, History, which I assume is the History channel, decided to claim a copyright on a Facebook video I put up 2 months ago that uses the basic StreamYard intro countdown, and that's what they're claiming as their own. 25 seconds, which is, of course, ridiculous. So I had to fight that. Let's see, COVID test. Live on my channel. Okay, good. Nothing really to worry. So Hector wants brainy, wise, profound discussion of the inexistence of free will. Be prepared to face the consequences. Well, I'm all talking about free will, Hector. I actually believe that there's an interesting discussion that if free will exists, then by definition, the conscious mind can control matter in some small way. If free will is to exist, then I must conclude that the brain or the human conscience in some way has the ability to decide how to sort matter, how to move matter, whether that matter is subatomic or cells, that somehow we have a way of telekinesis, of moving matter on a most basic level, at least within our own brains. And so if we can move matter within our own brains so that we can control the way it is stored rather than we are reading what's stored and reacting to it, then who's to say that with enough power or perhaps technology, we couldn't amplify that to work outside of our brains? So there you go. Meditate on that. Joseph Patrick says greetings from the future. Greetings, Joseph. Mako says greetings from the past. Greetings, Mako. Carlo Albanese says hiya and hope everyone as well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. Same to you. Hail Karoga, absolutely. Dan23 says hello. Hello, Dan. Captain Track says greetings, Captain Track. Josh Strait says down with Berto Prey and his overlord, Berto Prey 5. What? Oh, Biden O'Prey. Down with Biden O'Prey 5 and his overlord, Berto Prey 5. Mountains of Elysium says greetings, Berto Prey, Mamo Prey, Sisso Prey, Nephew O'Prey, and fellow nerds. Thank you, Mountains. Actor says if the present is absolute or relative to the observer is key if determined present and future. So free will exists or not depends on that. And Jeff Franklin says, I'm last. I'm always last. That's not true, Jeff. You're not always last. It happens sometimes. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Aru! Qapla, says Jeff. Qapla. Okay, stop. God damn it. Not you, Jeff. My phone. It's the same app keeps buzzing it every minute. Actor says too much rock, so little do. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Carlo Albanese says if time travel is possible. Ooh, you okay there, Mama? Pray. Dropped a plant in the sink. Oh well. Carlos says if time travel is possible and you go to the past. Oh, okay, Sassy. Good girl, Sassy. Good girl. Food's here. If time travel is possible and you go to the past, they're still up there.
Thank you.
Okay, they left. If time travel is possible and you go to the past, do you still have free will or are you part of the past and can't change anything? Well, Carlo, if time travel is possible, I damn well better be able to change things. Otherwise, what the hell's the point? Hashtag free will Riker. No, the Romulans no, it wasn't Romulans. It was a stupid kid. That stupid kid has Riker and he's not going to let him go. Hashtag free anti. Hashtag Martok was a changeling, says Mountains of Elysium. Well, definitely free anti. Josh Street says free Willy, Bird of Prey, that can get you thrown into the Karogan mines. I see Karogan mines are something completely different than the Karoga mines. Just to be clear. Actor says Karoga mines are no, they're not worse. They're great. It's like the think tank from Voyager. The Karogan mines are a paragon of virtue and science. They're the envy of the galaxy. Mountains of Elysium says hashtag Free Willy will get you arrested and put on a list. This is true. Mountains of Elysium says switch to live chat, fellow nerds. Carlo Albanese says hit the like button if you have free will. Absolutely. It's the only way to prove it. Actors is Bird of Prey. I don't follow how one thing would be related to the other because you don't have free will. Sorry to tell you. Uncle Remus says, hey, don't be mean. We don't have to be mean because remember, no matter where you go, there you are. Yes, I would accept that as an axiom. Mike Richards, Jeff Franklin says to Mike Richards, greetings from icy San Angelo, Texas. Yes, the people down there in San Angelo, Texas had an ice storm this morning and it caused the whole city to be shut down. And I assume that's how people from San Angelo, Texas speak. So if I'm not speaking like a San Angelonian, my deepest apologies there, stranger. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope I didn't insult any Texans. Although, God damn it, Texas, if you go blue, Texas, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Mark Andy says Free Willy is fiction. Obviously, could be. I thought it was based on the true story of the boy who was killed by a whale. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Captain Track, his friend. Alchemy says Willie is fiction. Have you ever been to a local Walmart? Oh my God. Eastland Burkholder says Scientologists take this idea to a dangerous extreme and say you attract to yourself bad events, disease, or being a victim if crime or such. It's your fault. Continued. However, my old people would never have said it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility to do the best you can with it, good or bad. Captain Track says, greetings to Mountains of Elysium. And Carlo says, Bird of Prey, nice guys finish last. It's only right for the ladies to come first multiple times. Great. We're turning this into a stream of smut. And yes, I know I have to share the link. Give me 1 minute. Let me get to these comments. Jeff Franklin says greetings to Mountains of Elysium. Mountain says greetings to Jeff. Jeff says hello to Captain Track, and Captain Track says yeah. He says yeah to Jeff. Hector says Bird of Prey. The brain makes changes to itself all the time in the form of new neural pathways. Not only human brains, but all brains. Yes, but if there's to be free will, then we have to choose how the brain is making neural pathways. And I see we got a donation from the Caroga Department of Education. The Carogan Department of Education donated $1 and says, we know understanding term you said it, calling free will, our school book no have it, and we is the bestest education country in the world. Hail Bird of Prey. I think that is a Turdistani class that is being taught by Turdistani teachers to think they're in Caroga. Those goddamn Turdistanis and their false flag operations. Jeff Franklin says Bird of Prey, the think tank from Voyager was awful. No, they were wonderful. I mean, they were very smart people. Sure, they didn't do the nicest of things, but I think it was only that one guy, right? It was just that Jason Alexander that played a bad guy. The rest of that think tank, they were on the level. Yeah. No, I don't think it was. I think that's a matter of opinion, Jeff. Wow. Oh, did he say, wow, my accents are getting better? Oh, they're getting worse. Now how can you say that one text into another, Jeff? I don't know what you hear when you go outside, but I'm telling you, I'm as Texas gets. My great granddaddy was at the Alamo with their Davy Crockett and fighting them Mexicans, and they all died. But remember the Alamo. Yeehaw. Mountains of Elysium says if time travel into the past is possible, then time must be branching linear. Otherwise, you would die the second you appeared in the past. Any changes would not change the present, but create a different timeline. I disagree. There's no reason I'd have to die the minute I appeared in the past. Eastlands is not much like a Texan bird. Now there's two Texans telling me I don't sound like a Texan. God damn it. Varmint. Actor says the arguments from DS9 the other day, the other hand, were crazy think tank. The augments from DS9, on the other hand, were a crazy think tank. Yeah, well, they were crazy. They were absolutely crazy. Agreement says Texas is blue poo. Texas blue. Oh, Texas blue is poo. Well, I don't know. They're saying it's gone blue. Carlos was Bird of Prey. That actually sounded good. I don't know if it's right though. Yeah, it did. Let's put it this way. It sounded good, whatever it was, but maybe it wasn't Texan. And there is the Kroger Department of Education. Darth Maul says, I thought Free Willy was the story of Bill Clinton. That is the porn version of Free Willy. I was talking about the whale cartoon. Not cartoon, movie. Josh reads says, Bird of Prey, if you don't want Texas to go blue, and stop shipping your blue out of Caroga. Hey, you guys should stop accepting them. Put up a border check or something. Agnes says, Mountain believes him. If you die, you leave a cadaver in the past, changing the past. Carlos says, sorry. I don't know what you're saying, but it's true. It's true. Brains, says Uncle Remus. What is brain? Darth Maul says Free Willy 2, starring Jeffrey Toobin. It's only available on the Zoom. Mountain Police says C.S. Lewis made the point, as the past is set, even a raindrop would pass through you like a bucket, like a bullet. C.S. Lewis made the point, as the past is set, even a raindrop would pass through you like a bullet, as it always traveled that path. Well, listen, C.S. Lewis is not the end all, say all of time travel. Mike Richards says, Jeff Franklin, hey, I was away from the phone for a minute, but I'm back. Carlo says, he ain't dumb. I don't think you are, Carlo. Jeff Franklin says, Uncle Remus, what is brain? Absolutely. Welcome back. Brain, says Uncle Remus. I think he's a zombie. He might be a zombie. LDG is in the house. Says Bird. Welcome, LDG. Pixels. Welcome. Yes. Well, welcome to you. You don't welcome me. I'm here. I was here first. Jeff, oh my God, Bird, just stop. Okay. Let me put up the link for people who want to join the panel. Join. No, let me spell it right. Join the panel. Woohoo. And hopefully that actually goes out. Jeff did lol, so everything's okay. Mountain of Legion says, Hector, you would change the past, but you would have created a different branch of time, leaving the future you left unchanged. I disagree. Time travel and black holes, ask LDG. Sure, whatever. If you want to talk time travel and black holes, that's fine with me. Open up the panel. Let's rock. I see. I knew you were going to ask that, and I did it before you asked. Mountains of Elysium says Southern Belle au Prey. No, I was Southern Belle. You saying Southern women sound like that? Damn. Welcome LDG Pixels. And
oh my God, it's a black hole!
Wow.
Greetings. Hi, Bird. Hi.
Hey, LDG.
How you doing? Hey, chat.
Good. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Could we have free will, however, for an event in our lives? Bird of Prey. Could we have free will, however, for an event in our life? Could we be controlled like destiny to have a child with someone? So you think you have both free will and can be controlled by someone? Possible. It's possible. In absence of light holes? What? Oh, black holes. So absent of light holes. Gotcha. Carlo, the destiny to have children with somebody, it's a very romantic idea, but one would have to wonder, why would destiny be limited to that one thing and everything else be free will? And welcome Captain Track to the stream.
Qapla.
Qapla. Mike Richards says, "Oh Lord, a Brooklyn Texan." Well, if that's what it needs to be. Scarlet O'Prey says, "Mountains of Elysium." Eastland says, "The vowels are wrong. You say it more like father than the schwa sound, like the unstressed vowel in about." About. I have no idea what that means.
About.
But I'm sure that was a well-reasoned criticism of my Texan accent, but I don't even begin to understand how to put that to useful work. Mountains. Hector says the mountains, but you said that it must be branching linear, otherwise you would die. If it's not branching, you would die. And I put in the link to join the panel. Hector says, but the discussion is about free will, not time travel. Well, it could be about anything, to be honest. Carlos says, LDG, you're very loud. Take a couple of steps back from the microphone, LDG.
Hello.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
He doesn't really sound any louder to me than anyone else, but
yeah, I think it's a thing.
I mean, your voice has a certain character to it that it makes it sound louder than it really is, I think. But if I had an actual decimal meter, I don't know that it would be any higher.
Appreciate it.
Hector says, Destiny's Child, is that not an R&B band? Is Captain Trick, are you moving a chair around?
Sorry, I just almost knocked my tray over.
Oh, so don't want that to happen. Not Ryan Judson says, hello in Qapla, I need a bird rant. Oh, I don't know. Certainly you'll get one probably on Thursday morning after Discovery episode 3. I don't know that I can rant at this moment. We'll see. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey just hit 88 miles an hour in a souped up flux capacitor DeLorean. Then you're going to see some serious, yes, poop. Easton says, on the second Time Machine movie has a convincing concept. The inventor cannot go back in time to prevent the event that is the reason that he was inspired to invent the time machine. Yeah, and that makes a great movie. But would it work that way in real life? I don't believe it would. But I also don't believe that time travel would ever be a machine that you could just put in like a building or outside in a park and just travel through time. I think it would be either something where like you have to build it either in space or, like some type of tunnel somebody would have to be propelled through and then shot out. And it wouldn't travel with you. It would stay where it was and only you would go back in time.
Or a police box.
No, definitely not a police box.
That's bigger on the inside.
Son of a bitch. Actors. Okay. Roxod says, who's the a-hole who keeps dumping on me in Dear Bop? I don't know who it is, Rock Solid. I honestly hoped it was you doing it to yourself, but I know it isn't. So who is Soft Putty? Soft Putty, come forward. I'll give you a reduced sentence if you come forward.
I thought you were gonna say wrench for a second.
No, I won't. Well, they probably have a wrench if I don't know who they are, but if they're in my stream, they probably have a wrench. They've been around for a long time. Somebody who doesn't like you, Rock Solid.
Oh, I love Roxy.
Somebody doesn't like Rock Solid. I'll tell them that much.
Somebody doesn't like me.
Because I'm just saying, because we got soft.
Why do you think that? Okay, what's up? Who doesn't like you?
Time for another stream. No, but I missed that. What happened? Was that in yesterday's stream?
Many Bed Life Dear Bops. There's a character that calls himself Soft Putty that says the most awful things about Rock Solid.
You kidding me?
No.
No, Mama Pray's raising her hand. Mama Pray, it's not you. Okay. It's not you, but think back. How many subscribers does Rock Solid have? I don't know, approximately 10,000 change.
Yeah, he's got a few.
There was a rivalry. Are you trying to blame Anti-Trekker?
Not trying to.
She's faking Alec. Mama Prey is saying that Anti-Trekker is off Buddy because of the rivalry they had to get to 10,000. It has been going on a long time. The timeline fits. Eastland Burkholder says a Southern USA accent must have SWA values, SWA values, vowels. I don't. Springtime says Bird of Prey, still sick and vomiting. Bird of Prey, Springtime says Bird of Prey, still sick and vomiting a lot, but you're on the air. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure he means Springtime. I'm so sorry that you're still sick and vomiting. I'm happy I can bring you a little reprieve, perhaps. Feeling a little bit better. Very thankful. Thank you for telling me. It actually it helps. Keeps me going. I feel terrible for you, but I'm happy that I can bring you a little help in this moment of your not feeling the best. So please get better soon. Rock Solid says, and Bird of Prey hasn't watched my latest. I'm crushed. I'm sorry, Rock Solid. No, I didn't watch your latest video. I'll get to it. There's been, pain and I've been having my own issues to deal with here. Not had as much time to watch videos as I usually do. Not Ryan Johnson says, thanks for the info, Hector. Mako says, this is about free will or time travel. Whichever you want, Mako. Jeff Franklin says, it's not a police box. It just looks like a police box. Actor says, because it's broken and stuck in that appearance. They're talking about Doctor Who. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, why would I do that to myself? I don't know, Rock Solid. Some people like to belittle themselves. Mama Prey is pretty sure it's Anti-Trekker, though. Carlos is Bird of Prey. If we can travel to the past but can't change anything, would it be enough to just observe the past and see what happened, or would it only be worth it to change stuff? Well, I mean, if you could go back to the past and observe a murder so you could know without a doubt who committed the murder, I guess there's still use to that. But what the hell? If you couldn't change the past, what would happen if you ran out in front of a bus? Would you just not die? I mean, if the bus would just pass through you, then why wouldn't you just pass through the earth and fall to the center because of gravity, right? Why would you be able to walk but not touch anything? That makes no, like, even in Star Trek, in the episode where Geordi and Ensign Rowe phased out of the time, they could walk through walls, but they stood on the floor. That made no sense. Okay, that was just ridiculous. If they could phase through walls, they would have phased through the floor and fallen right out of the ship, or gone to the lowest level of the ship, or wherever the gravity plating is. So it makes no sense. If walls have no effect, gravity would have no effect. Mountain Elysium says, Mako, the reason we went into time travel was if you traveled into the past and the future, you could, then the future was set, you guys free will. Yeah, I guess there is some free will. There is some free will with time travel. Rock solid bird prey says, excuse me, rock solid says bird of prey. There are many who don't like me. I find that hard to believe, rock solid. You're a perfectly likable guy. Jeff Franklin says, nah, Hector, the doctor fixed it and changed it right back. It likes being in that shape. Rock solid says, Bop, it's not Mom O'Prey. It's not Mom O'Prey. And rock solid has 10.5 thousand subs. 10,500. Congratulations. Mamo prays happy for you. Hector says, since time travel is not a thing that exists, adding it to the discussion of free will does nothing but muddy the waters. Actually, he says muddle the waters. Roxaz says, Bird of Prey, it wasn't a rivalry. I was trying to motivate him, and it worked. Bird needs glasses, says Hector. It's not the glasses. It's just, my brain tries to fill things in so I can read quicker. It's not always right. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Birdo Prey 5, Mamo Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds. All hail Karoga. Aru! Hashtag anti-tracker held rock solid back on subs. And welcome to the panel, Commander Brainy Specs. Qapla.
All hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga.
Oh, did I say that?
You did. You did. You said all hail Karoga.
Something wrong with me.
You must be something in the water.
It must be. It's that ice. Parasitic ice.
Parasitic ice. You drink. You're not supposed to drink the parasitic ice.
Oh, I didn't think I did.
Mountains Elysium says, you're right, Hector. Time travel is only distracting from the discussion on free will. And Carlos says, Bird of Prey, how would we know if we have free will and not just the illusion of free will? Can we invent a test for free will? Or would that just be part of the illusion? That's a good question. And unfortunately, I don't think there is any way to test for free will because who's to say you didn't just, it wasn't your destiny or you weren't programmed to create a test for free will. And then, you passed the test, but you were programmed to think you passed the test. So, I mean, for anyone who didn't see Anti-Trekker's video on it, we know Anti-Trekker is hopelessly biased against Data. He doesn't believe Data has free will. He doesn't believe Data is sentient. He doesn't believe Data is a living machine. He just thinks he's a machine. But I would say that if humans have free will, why would it be impossible for an android to have free will? That just doesn't make any sense to me. And welcome Yosef to the stream, future man.
Greetings from the future.
How are things in the future?
Dark and cold.
Dark and cold. Wonderful.
How
cold? 10 degrees Celsius.
Okay, it's more like 1 degree Celsius here.
Wow.
What happened?
Global warming.
It's that global warming, of course.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But local cooling, probably.
Something.
Yeah.
Hector says Anti-Trekker would have lots to say about free will. Yes, well, that's why he did a whole video on it.
What? Anti-Trekker did a video on Free Willy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put out a video earlier today on free will. Roxod says, Bird of Prey, you don't have issues. You have a full subscription. This is true. Actor says, Christian religion and the notion of hell and heaven loses all meaning without free will. This is true. I like, and we didn't get to it yet, but in the Futurama episode where Bender meets God, I kind of like their interpretation of free will. Bender asks God,
nice.
Do you know what I'm going to do before I do it? And God says, yes. He says, well, what if I do something different? So God says, well, then I don't know. You have to see it for it to be funny.
Is the video long? Because I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's a 16-minute video.
Oh, okay.
You could watch it. I mean, it's the basically it's a way to discuss data and free will and a little bit of religion. Magos says time travel is presented in Hollywood movies makes no sense. Many things presented in movies or TV make zero sense when you think about it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
There's a low budget time travel film called Primer that's excellent.
Very cool. Would you know like about when it came out or anything else about
it? Was 2004. Two guys invent a time machine and things go very awry when they start using it.
It's interesting. There was the movie where what's it? Well, you guys remember that there was the ad in the back of some magazines about somebody looking for a time traveling companion, and it said that it's not a joke. I've done this before. There was a legit ad that they ran in the back pages of some magazines back in the day, and then they made a whole movie based on that.
Oh, no, never heard of it.
Oh man, it's called. It has the girl from Parks and Rec, the dark haired girl, the young girl who's married to Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec. Was it April? Was that her name? No. April. Yeah, I think April was April. I don't know, but the dark-haired girl who was married to Chris Pratt or dating Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec, she was in it. I had to figure it out, but yeah, it was an interesting time travel movie. I don't know how useful it would be to the discussion of free will. Let me see if I can figure it out.
I'm just watching the trailer for Primer.
Yeah, don't expect Hollywood style.
Is it a good story?
Movie. It is a good story. You have to pay attention.
That's the most important part.
You really have to pay attention. It's something you can't just watch and go to the kitchen and grab something while it's playing. You have to pay attention to this film.
The movie I was talking about is Safety Not Guaranteed. And it's 2012 comedy sci-fi. And damn it, we're 2 years away from being able to watch it on Cinema Saturday. I might have to make an exemption.
So it's like The Matrix. Okay, cool. Check it out.
So Primer, I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna create a browser tab just for Primer, so I don't forget about it. Jeff.
I just opened Safety Not Guaranteed trailer and Primer trailer. Those are the two tabs that I have open.
Now, it's not for everyone because it's very deep. You have to really think about it. You probably have to watch it multiple times just to get a feel for it. It's that kind of film.
You know what? I'm the type of guy who likes movies like Memento or Mulholland Drive, so I can watch it, definitely.
Excellent.
I like it.
Yeah.
It loops. Good.
Have you seen Memento?
Have I? No, I haven't.
No? That's a very interesting movie. It's about a guy who loses his short-term memories, and basically he is remembering stuff by making tattoos on his body. Just to be able to put his life together, and it plays basically from the end to the beginning, so in reverse order, the whole movie.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's an Australian movie, very good, and Carrie Moss is there, and the guy who, what's his name, Australian actor. He was in the second Iron Man, the bad guy.
I'll check that one out.
He plays the main role. It's a very interesting movie. As well, you need to pay attention to that one. It's
Welcome,
not
Positive Candor.
a popcorn movie.
Qapla.
Qapla, Positive Candor. And I think I didn't say hello to all the panelists. So all the panelists, hello, and hello, chat.
Hello.
Welcome, Positive Candor.
Rox. I cannot confirm or deny if Anti-Tacker freed his Willie on a Zoom call. I try not to be on his Zoom call. So.
Oh, wow.
I'm so happy for a shutter on my webcam. And it's confirms.
Welcome, 47 Youngtown. Welcome, Yitza, who says Primer is great. You should watch the party scene. You should watch Party It, since there's a lot to discuss. You know what? Maybe we'll do it. I mean, next week. Well, this coming week is what? Gremlins, because Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The next week is Frequency. We could do Primer after that, if it's that good of a movie.
I'm looking forward to Frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen Frequency in a while. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, probably the year it was released, and never again since then. So definitely, it will be a nice refresher.
They made that series from it, and I thought the series was excellent, but it only went one season.
Yeah, I didn't quite. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't bad. They gender swapped and turned cop into a, well, it doesn't matter. But I don't want to go into spoilers for those who might not have seen it. Let's put it this way, it was still better than nothing. It was still a good series. I wish they did finish it.
I think after this week's Discovery, gender swapping won't be a problem. We can do it on the fly. Anyway.
Viva Caroga. Viva la Caroga. This is Caroga night. And Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey knows about backpages.com. Confirmed. Before there was backpages.com, there were actual back pages of magazines. And this one was, it said, safety not guaranteed was the headline. And in a little box it said, I'm looking for somebody to time travel with. This is not a joke. And a contact number. And it was in a bunch of magazines. I never contacted them, but I'd seen it.
What is backpages.com?
Backpages.com is kind of like a seedy underbelly of the internet, where like you can book, or used to be able to book, escorts and prostitutes and whatnot.
Okay, it's not opening, so
I think they took it down. I don't know. It might be illegal in Europe. I don't know if it's still up. After Craigslist got rid of all their escorts, they all moved to Backpages, and then I think Backpages got shut down too at some point.
I can tell you, red light district jobs here are not necessarily illegal. That I would ever use them or work for them.
Thank you, Yitzi. You put it in before I found it. And we got another donation from Jack Skellington for the $1 donation. It says, FYI, Gremlins takes place during Christmas. Heck, Gizmo was a Christmas gift. It's not a Halloween movie. God damn it.
Yeah, but for Halloween, but for Christmas, we already have.
We already have Die Hard for Christmas.
Yeah.
I reserve the right to change the movie if I can think of a really good Halloween movie. But at this point, I think it's going to be Gremlins.
I think Poltergeist would be an excellent Halloween film.
We're not doing scary movies. I don't want to be able to not sleep.
Okay, well then do the Peanuts Halloween holiday special.
Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. How long is that?
It's not long. It's
long
30
enough to
minutes, 25 minutes, I think.
Joking.
By the way, Poltergeist was scary when I was probably 10, but not now.
It's scary to me, Joseph. Okay, because
He's doing a great watch party on Saturday.
It's less scary than the production of Korogonites, so I don't know why it would be wrong.
Wow.
Carlos says, Bird of Prey, do you believe in total free will? Can you explain why you feel like that? Do I believe in total free will? Well, I think if there's free will, it's free will. I don't think that there can be. I mean, you could you say, well, there's free will, but for a brief moment, you can be possessed by something else, and then you don't have free will. I suppose that would be possible. But do I believe in free will? Yes, I have to believe in free will. God damn, if I don't believe in free will, then what the hell is the point of everything? If there was no free will, then everything would be determined from the beginning. There'd be no point to life. There'd be no point to existence. And if this was a simulation, there would be no point to running the simulation because the outcome would be known as soon as the input was created. So there has to be free will. Nothing makes sense without it. Of course, for somebody who has pondered the existence of the universe, as I have done many a times for many of hours, and I always come to the same conclusion each and every time. The universe simply doesn't exist. It doesn't make any sense that the universe exists.
Yes.
This is not real, and none of this is happening.
You believe that?
Agreed to a point.
Bird?
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay.
It exists and doesn't exist at the same time is what I would put my spin on.
Nothing is real. Nothing.
No, it would either have to exist or not exist.
I don't think
No,
about
not
it.
necessarily. Not necessarily. The universe can and cannot exist at the same time. Absolutely.
I would like some of whatever your drug you're having because that sounds wonderful.
It's actually quite mind freeing.
The whole universe is just inside a box, and nobody's checked on the box to see if we're dead or not yet.
Exactly. Bird knows where I'm getting at.
And we're a universe inside of a bigger universe inside of a bigger universe.
Exactly. The ever expanding self four-dimensional damn it, I can't even think of the word right now. A hyper universe.
Time moves slower for us.
Can we talk about something stupid, please?
I think we're pretty much there already.
Sure, Joseph. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Just read the chat.
Stupidity at its finest.
Mago says, "What do you think of Tenet, Joseph?"
Nothing because I have not watched it yet.
Qapla, positive candor. You're up here now. Mago says Memento is a Christopher Nolan movie.
It is.
Oh.
I didn't hear about Memento. Did I miss somebody talk about Memento?
Me, like for 5 minutes.
Oh.
Wow, Bird. Did you fall asleep again?
No, I didn't fall asleep. No, Mamo Pray, where food had come, and we got busy here for a second.
Oh, Uncle Remus says Mickey O'Rourke. Okay, he was in the second one. Then it must have been the third one.
Rock Solid prefers Primus to Primer.
I will Google.
And Uncle Remus is also suggesting Primer.
I would suggest, Bird, that you watch the film before you do it on a Cinema Saturday because it may not be something you want to show. It might not even
be compatible. be with. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. The only thing I was saying is there might be so much going on that the way you do your cinema Saturday by basically narrating everything, it might be counterproductive if the movie's that. If you have to pay attention that much, you know what I mean? It might miss a lot if we have to listen to a narrator. That's all I'm trying to say. Counterproductive, whatever you want to call it.
No, I understand. Yeah. I don't always like narrating. I mean, I like when we have a panel discussion, but
I love it when you do.
Sometimes
I love how you can do that because I can't. I tried doing a watch party and I'm like, all right, well, Al's sitting on the couch now. I'm like, it doesn't work for me. I love how you're able to do that with your DS9s and in your movies and such, but it was just a thought about this particular movie.
Yeah,
I do enjoy.
True. I do prefer watching a movie first before putting it on a cinema Saturday. That's why every movie we've done so far is a movie I've seen before. Because you're right, it's very hard to actually watch a movie for the first time and talk about it while you're watching it. So yeah, another vote for it being a. What'd you say, Mama Fred? Is off? Your camera's on. You were using Facebook earlier to talk to Cecil Prey. So probably because Facebook is still open. Mountains Elysium says there was an Irish politician who appeared on a legislative Zoom call wearing a shirt, tie, and boxer shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
We're here to discuss important stuff.
Carlos is Bird of Prey. I will travel back in time a couple of days and leave a message on the Insomniac Soup saying that it's possible. Awesome. Let me know which one to go back and check.
Matter of fact, I think he already did it.
Did he? That son of a bitch. It worked. Uncle Remus is 20 minutes. 20 mins. Oh, the Charlie Brown Christmas, whatever,
No.
Halloween.
Nice.
The Great Pumpkin. The Great Pumpkin. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Do the Wishmaster. It's not scary. All right. Carlo Albanese says it's not scary. I've never heard of it. Uncle Remus says, how about The Nightmare Before Christmas? I used to love that movie. I did. But then when I tried to watch it last time, I could only get a few minutes in before I was bored out of my mind.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm sorry, I'm chewing.
Oh, that's okay, Bird. Not a problem. What are you eating?
Steak quesadilla.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yum, yum.
This is good.
So you're having dinner while streaming?
Cool.
It wasn't intended to comment this time, but it's how it worked out. D.D. Myers says Bird of Prey is a teddy bear that don't like horror movies. Yeah, well, except for the teddy bear part. That's all true. Yitza says Schrodinger's universe. Absolutely. And yeah, it made me say steak, and now Sassy is like, steak? There's steak. I'm a dog. I like steak. Yeah, I know you do, Sassy. I know you do. Mountains Elysium says it's a fake. Carlos says, are we all just one person's delusion? Is that person God? Or is it Berto? No, maybe it's me, Carlo Albanese. Maybe you're all here because of me. I doubt
it. Even scarier.
Basically,
that's very scary.
Oh, Jesus, no. And you know what the scariest thing would be, LD? if you were just a product of my imagination, because in that case, I would ask for being
you are one sick man.
I would say I agree on that with LD Jones. If he is a product of your imagination,
you're a sick man.
Really need to have.
I hope you realize every time I hear the words, I agree with LDG. I think the universe literally shakes a little bit. So just be careful saying that too many times, okay?
I agree with LDG. No.
Watch out.
That's a
Hold on.
fucking annoying thing to say.
Captain, be
think a volcano
careful.
just went off somewhere.
Be careful about the bad aftertaste.
The gravitational wave detectors are going crazy.
They shook by 3 millimeters, right?
3.5.
Wow. It was close.
Wow, Tiki. Too much info.
Oh.
We're not doing The Shining. Dee Dee says we can all do Pinhead or my cousin Michael Myers. No, Michael Myers. Who's Guy
Pearce?
Why don't we
Pearce
just
is the
watch
actor from Memento.
let's watch a scary movie that wasn't scary at all. Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
You can't be scared from that. That was like nothing. It wasn't even scary.
What, Blair Witch?
Blair Witch, yeah.
Really, I don't know. I thought Blair Witch was boring.
Boring.
It was boring. That's what I'm saying for Bird.
I had to
Because
say,
Bird
if I
can't
remember,
handle
it was
Well,
a
you
pretty
can take a
stupid
nap,
movie.
Bird. You'll be able to take your nap.
Yeah, I'm not interested in a boring movie.
Oh, you know what? How about well, it was kind of a horror. April Fools. You guys remember that movie?
Yeah.
Where they thought they killed everybody, but everybody was actually not dead. It was a fake out at the end.
Great, you just spoiled the movie for dozens of people who never seen it.
It's called April Fools. I mean, geez Louise. Still okay. Right.
By the way, there's let's say Hypercube with Nicole de Boer.
Oh yeah. Bird's gonna love that one.
Nicole
Nice
de
choice
Boer.
there, Chief.
I'm sold.
Mhm.
What movie?
Hypercube.
Really? Hypercube.
There was a movie called.
It's part of a trilogy.
Yeah, there was the movie Cube, and then the second one was Hypercube.
Hypercube.
You know, the guy from Stargate played in the first one, I believe. Barrett, DeWitt.
Oh, give me a second.
D. Hewlett.
No, D. Hewitt.
David Hewitt. Yeah.
No.
Oh no, Nicole was even in the first one, Cube, 1997. David Hewitt and Nicole de Boer.
Then it was like Cube 2 and then Hypercube, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah, but
And
definitely
then the third one was like, wasn't the third one like a prequel?
I don't remember. I only if I remember correctly, I watched only like 2 of them. Definitely, the Cube was it's a very low budget movie, but suspense.
Is it sci-fi? Is it horror? What is it?
Drama, mystery, sci-fi thriller.
Yeah, it's one of those mutts.
It's basically about a group who wakes up in a maze. They are trapped there. They need to escape, and it's a labyrinth, and they get killed one by one.
So basically, if LDG was a movie.
I think I could come up worse, but yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't that the plot for Maze Hunters? That trequel. Trilogy.
You mean the Maze Runner?
Maze Runner.
Maze Runner.
No, Maze Runner was a teenager, basically a young adult trilogy, post-apocalyptic something. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I liked the trilogy. It wasn't that bad, but no, this is completely different. It's really
it's like part Saw, part Big Brother, part sci-fi. It's really weird.
It's a weird movie, but yeah.
We're not doing Rocky Horror. Don't worry, Rock Solid.
And you know, the only one I saw was Hypercube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that one really that one really went into the sci-fi. Like that one went further into sci-fi. The other ones were more Saw-ish.
Yeah, with all the lasers and all the jazz. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Funny Halloween.
And the "Do you believe in God?" question. That was fun.
Let's see. 31 comical Halloween movies that'll tickle your funny bone. Where's the story? Oh, fuck.
Funny Halloween movies. Are we talking about like Scream
Young
12 here?
Frankenstein.
Scary movie, I mean.
Come on, go to number 2. Why won't it go to number 2?
It doesn't like you, Bird.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't want to go to number 2.
There is no number 2, is there?
There is no 2.
Is it going to make me
dual.
turn off my ad blocker? Because I'm not going to do that.
Every day in the morning after the coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Just change the URL.
Wow.
There's no number in the URL to change.
Change your browser.
I'm in Opera. I don't want to change the browser. Fine. We'll go
Some of these
Chrome.
developers don't do it like that.
We go to Chrome.
Yeah, let me check. I'll check the code right now.
Okay, now we've got arrows on Chrome. It's working fine. 2, Death Becomes Her. Death Becomes Her. 1992 dark comedy. Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn as frenemies who become immortal in their quest for eternal youth and beauty. Yeah, I don't think so. 3. Come on. Now it won't go past 2. Are you kidding me? Fuck you. No, I don't want to stay in touch. Stop putting pop-ups. Nobody comes to your page. They ever want to hear from you. Okay. 3. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. That's just such a stupid name. Okay. I can't go through this list without constant pop-ups. So I'm sorry. I can't go through that. It would have been nice, but it's a terrible website. So we have to move on.
Move along home.
But Tom is a Bird of Prey, maybe Trek Halloween type episodes. What the Halloween type episodes?
You know, I was thinking maybe
of Tech 12.
What?
Voyager Haunting of Deck 12 episode.
No, the Orville had their Halloween type episode in season 1. That could do that, but that's not really a
Firestorm.
I was thinking Twilight Zone episodes.
We do Twilight Zone.
That works.
We do Twilight Zone movie. Yeah, I could do the Twilight Zone movie.
Could do that. It was all right.
That's something. That is something. Carlos is Bird of Prey. You are right. We all need to be here because of you. Wow, mind blown. I need to stop smoking weed. Yes, you do, Carlos. My brain commands it. No, I'm kidding. You can do whatever you want, but
Beetlejuice.
Help each other do.
No, I hate Beetlejuice.
After finishing.
I don't know why, but I hate it. I hate Beetlejuice. I hate Edward Scissorhands.
Oh yeah.
Dee says we could do.
Clowns
No,
from
we're not
Outer
gonna do Rocky
Space.
Horror. Huh?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's a great movie.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is. Come on,
Maybe
Bird.
Howard the Duck, maybe.
It's got the same
It's not
fucking
that
type of feel.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is great.
Yeah, it is.
LD, you know what?
Just watch Scary Movie.
LD, you should start a YouTube channel and do some watch parties maybe on some of those movies.
Well, I'm doing watch parties. Watch parties, damn it.
Tremors. And you see, Tremors was the
Tremors,
one movie I could watch.
One was the best.
I was okay with it. It's not really a Halloween vibe, though.
Meh.
Critters.
No.
Not really a Halloween vibe.
It's a mediocre.
Hypercube
Critters,
is not
it's not.
for birds, says Carlo.
No, it definitely isn't, Bird. It's,
No, I don't think so either.
None of the Cube films are for bird.
Cube
Rocky-
1, I think you should be able to manage the first cube.
Compromise with LDG and watch Gleaming the Cube.
Gleaming the Cube? Are you serious?
I have no
that's
idea
fun.
what that is.
It's a rollerblade.
Sharknado.
Rollerblade. Then a prayer
Mount
of the
Louise gives
rollerblade.
comedy
If you
horror
watch
would be
Gleaming the Cube, then watch Prayer of the Rollerboards afterwards.
a good way for everyone to enjoy comedy horror. Shorn of the Dead says Mountains of Elysium. Mako says Cube is like a very good Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
Well, then I would like Cube.
Probably.
No.
Carlos is Bird. No, I don't need it. Number 2. Darth Maul says who does number 2 work for? Just do Austin Powers, but that's not a Halloween movie. House is another movie, says Dee.
No, but that's a proper horror.
Death Becomes Her is a good film, says Carlo. Rock
Return of
is
the Living
Bird of Prey.
Dead.
Death Becomes Her is terrible.
Monster-in-law.
Nah.
Number 2 from The Prisoner, says Mako. Mountains of Elysium says, you have clicked on the contract now. You have clicked on the contract now in that article, Bird of Prey. By clicking on number 2, you have entered into a binding agreement. Expect the first ghost at the stroke of midnight. Son of a bitch. Sub Rosa. Oh, man. Yes, that's a Halloween episode with the ghosts.
Horrible.
I was just screening Rejoined because that's the episode for tomorrow. So
you know what you could do? You could do the Next Generation episode in season 6 where the crew get taken away and experiment on in that subspace realm or something. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Dreamcatcher.
Why don't you do something cool? Like, if you want some G-rated horror, just play like freaking Addams Family or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that was my suggestion.
But I don't
They say
know.
what they want to say. Do what they want to do.
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck.
Ready?
I haven't seen the original Howard the Duck in forever. Even at the time, I thought that was bad. Broxod says, Bird of Prey, Howard the Duck is great just because of slutty rocker Leah Thompson. Maybe we should do it. I don't know if I don't think I have to get a copy. Mountain says, how about some asylum horror movies? Just by the name of them, I don't think I'd want to watch those.
Silent R.
Is there a horror film about free will? Not that I know
Ernest
of.
Scared Stupid. There we go.
None of the Ernest movies are horror movies or Halloween movies.
Ernest Scared Stupid is? What are you talking about?
Ernest Scared Stupid is a Halloween movie?
Why don't you just do E.T.
Coming out of a pumpkin, for God's sakes.
The Great Pumpkin.
Didn't Medea have a Halloween film recently?
I don't know.
Not doing a Medea
I don't know if it's
Halloween.
a Halloween movie.
Yeah, why don't you just do E.T. or something if you
Did
want?
Pee Wee Herman have a Halloween movie?
E.T. definitely a horror, yeah. The hell out of me.
E.T.
Yeah, E.T. Why not E.T.? That's a Halloween movie. Remember, he dresses up in it.
Phone home.
And he sees Yoda. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember Yoda, but
You're in the trick or treat scene. Yoda walks by, and E.T. goes to follow him, and then they grab hold of E.T. You know, while he's under the sheet. You don't remember that part? The ghost sheet.
Not really.
See, you need to watch it then.
I watched it not all that long ago. And found it boring. Oh, what about Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
there you go. That's a winner.
That'd be good.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie.
Okay, I'm doing a rare last minute change in plans. Halloween is gonna be Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
What? Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah,
What part of Halloween is that movie?
it's aliens.
I'm sorry. I have something in my ear. What part of Halloween is that movie?
Have you never dressed up as an alien before? It's spooky as hell. It's called Devil's Tower. It's called Devil's Tower. You know what devil is, right?
What part of Halloween is aliens landing on
is there
the
anything
planet?
scarier than Satan himself?
Bird. Please stop saying stuff that makes me say that statement I hate to say.
You agree with LBG?
Buckle up, everybody.
God damn it.
Gonna get bumpy.
Fine. Okay, so we're not going to do Close Encounters.
You know,
I
if I
kinda
speak
like
to
the idea,
Elihu, if I see Elihu tonight and he said, "Man, we had some hard tremors today," I'm gonna know where it came from.
Thomas is rejoined as a stupid episode. You know, it probably would be if not for that one scene.
Wow.
It honestly, it is. It's only that one scene that redeems it. The intent is his Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
It was all right.
The
But then
bird.
you're getting
Alfred
the
Hitchcock.
The stuff.
The
Remember
birds.
the stuff.
How many of you don't like arachnophobia?
Oh, no way.
I was gonna say
No.
I went and saw that at the movie theaters.
Don't even talk about it.
That's a
freaks me out, dude.
We
No,
we
thank
stop
you.
talking about that right now, Joseph. Stop talking about that right now. No,
that scene, that one scene. Yeah, that movie freaked me out. Yeah.
Piranha 3 and 3
You might have to go to war with your country over that statement, Joseph.
I especially asked about how many of you don't like that movie, because
All of
obviously people do not like movies about spiders if there is not a man involved in that one. Yeah, like
no. I mean, the fact that the spiders kill you in one bite, yeah, that's fucking kind of scary.
common house
Resident
spiders
Evil.
only there were few more than usually.
Slither was just sick. I mean, it was just straight up sick.
Cinnabon hates ET. He wanted him to die. Interesting.
Wow, Cinnabon. Wow.
Well, I guess he figures he's like his horse.
Well, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, he was probably wanting to ride ET around and then put him down
Save a cowboy.
on train tracks. Yeah, Cinnabon does his evil no bounds.
You got that one guy, that guy from DS9. He plays in a couple other episodes. Clinton Howard. He played in a horror
Ron
movie
Howard's
called
brother?
Ice Cream Man.
That's Ron Howard's brother, the director.
Ron Howard's. Okay, that's his brother. Sorry.
Yep.
They look exactly the
He
same.
played
Holy crap.
Baylock. He played the baby in fucking what is that? Corbin.
I've never seen this movie before.
Carbon maneuver, yeah.
Excellent.
Have you guys seen it? Ice Cream Man?
I don't know.
No.
Well, okay, Carlo, this is definitely not a movie for Bert. He wouldn't. He would
Event
be probably
Horizon?
he would be probably connected 24/7 to the Geloja machine and wouldn't sleep for a month.
Well,
I thought I saw Event Horizon. Is that the prequel to Alien or something?
No. Even
No.
Horizon. Trust me, if you ever seen Even Horizon, you would remember that movie. You would remember that movie. It's a sci-fi horror pure.
Yeah.
I love.
What
this
about
movie.
13 Ghost?
Never heard of it.
8 heads in a duffel bag.
There's a Michael J. Fox comedy, ghost comedy. It's called Frighteners. I think it's.
Why don't you just play freaking Teen Wolf while you're at it or something? You know?
What about that Room 1408?
Never heard of it.
It's
Never
about a
heard of the
guy
ring.
who follows haunted areas and trying to debunk haunted like rooms and places that you go to, and he hears about this hotel room that's supposed to be haunted, and Samuel Jackson's in it, and he goes to rent the room, and Samuel Jackson's like, I'll give you another room. I'll give you any room. I'll give you a free room. Just don't go to why are you trying to go to that room? And like all the suspense builds up until he actually gets in the room, and that's when the fun starts. There's no actual like killing, like no guts ripping apart, but it is considered a scary movie. And they did a pretty good job for the most part. It's pretty funny too. It's got some good lines in it.
Okay, I've got a list of 17 funniest Halloween movies that actually works. Nightmare Before Christmas is number 1. Hocus Pocus is number 2.
What's that?
Casper is number 3. Oh man, this is a crappy list. 4 is Paranorman.
Paranormal.
Never heard of it.
Paranorman?
No, not
Paranorman?
no. There's no
Paranorman. It's an
Paranorman.
animated film. It's an animated film.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I guess I could put the screen up since I'm sharing the screen anyway.
I apologize, Bert. I have to run and go pick up the car. I'll be back.
No problem.
Yeah.
Take care.
Is it a threat or information?
So, I'll be back. Take it how you want.
So Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, Casper, Paranorman, Young Frankenstein, Under Wraps.
25th location.
Nothing beats a Disney Channel original movie about a bumbling mummy and some good-hearted kids trying to stop money-hungry baddies. Wow. The Frighteners.
Yeah, that's one. That's a funny comedy, ghost comedy. Yeah, that one I liked.
Michael J. Fox's Banter with the Ghost. Never seen it.
No, it's a funny movie. It's definitely not frightening or something. It's funny.
Shaun of the Dead.
It's a good movie.
It's a classic. That's a classic.
Never seen it.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil is great.
Never
oh my
seen
god,
that
it's such a
either.
great movie.
Bert, can you post a link into the chat? I would like to.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would like
sure.
to get it so I can basically
share screen, Joseph.
Do a watch
but
party.
here's the actual link to it. So people
The
can
link so that I can basically copy it, open it, and
read along, whatever.
Bookmark it.
Beetlejuice, Life After Beth. Audrey Plaza plays a deeply charming young zombie girlfriend in this twisted zombie comedy.
Oh, this. What was the Netflix show with Drew Barrymore? What was it called? Where she was bitten by a zombie and she became a zombie mom.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I saw a few episodes of it, but I forget it.
Yeah.
Fright Night. That doesn't
Fright Night
look
was
like a
good.
comedy.
Fright Night. That was cheesy.
Edward Scissorhands is definitely not a comedy.
You know what? It's actually a very depressing movie. I don't know why.
Drama.
I find it very depressing. Yeah.
The Addams Family. Okay, at least that is a comedy.
That's a classic. Warm Bodies. This is a rom-com. I don't know why Warm Bodies is here on the list between comedies. It's a romantic comedy. It's basically a Romeo and Juliet between a zombie and a girl.
What We Do in the Shadows. Never heard of it. Looks stupid. Heathers. Never heard of it.
I know that girl.
That's it? There's only 17? I thought there was more.
Yeah, they said 17 movies in the
Son
title.
of a
So
bitch. So I guess the answer is there's no good Halloween movies.
According to Bert, there are no good Halloween. Oh,
yes, Mama,
Darth
Fred,
Maul,
please interrupt.
Sorry.
Is Mr. Londell here? No, Mr. Londell's not here. Sorry.
And he would give us a few good movies probably. And Darth Maul is Santa Clarita Diet. Yeah,
What's the question? You think of an old TV show when you were a kid.
I can't remember the name or the character's name, but it was a young couple that died. They were ghosts and they were haunting this older, well-to-do man. I don't know if they used to work for him or
Can you guys hear Mama Freya as she's talking?
Unfortunately
Barely.
not.
Okay, so she's trying to think of, it was this old TV show when she was a kid about this couple who died and were ghosts and were haunting this well-to-do off guy. An older. She can't remember the relationship. They weren't related.
I remember one very old British TV show about two cops, and one of them dies, and as a ghost, and they still stay as a two cops, and they are solving cases, one living and one ghost. Randall and Hopkirk, I think it was called. Randall and Hopkirk. Let me check it. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up this movie for Mama Pray.
My Partner the Ghost. Okay, My Partner the Ghost is the TV
Joseph
show.
remembered a movie called My Partner the Ghost, but it was a cop show about a cop who died and then kept working with his partner.
Why don't you just let Ghost?
Hello, everybody.
Ghost. Oh, that movie Ghost with that, yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Ghost
No,
is
I don't think. I don't think that was the Halloween movie.
I don't think you have the right, how do you call it?
Copyright.
Not audience, but demographics. You don't have the right demographics for that movie on this channel. Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
It does have Whoopi Goldberg in it.
Sure does.
And Demi Moore, yeah. But
Old TV show. Couple dies, haunts guy.
there's a dead couple in
Hopper? Yeah, it's Hopper. It was the first thing that came up in Google for all of their, world, trust and monopoly issues. To put in a bunch of random words and get your answer on the first click, they are doing something right. So I literally just put in old TV show, couple dies, haunts rich guy, and the first thing that comes up was the Wikipedia entry for Topper TV series.
And it has an 8.2 rating on IMDb. 78 episodes. Can you imagine 78 episodes between 1953 and 1955? 78 episodes, and it has two seasons
for that back there. I was gonna say
2 seasons and 78 episodes. That's nuts.
Well, when they did Doctor Who back in the early mid 60s, rather, they would do like 46 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the first season of TOS is like 30 plus episodes. So, I mean, that's what they did back in the day.
And I apologize if somebody did put Topper into the chat. I didn't see it. I apologize. I do know the chat's been going.
And
the first episode, or the first season of TOS is 29 episodes. And then
you know what? That's not. And now we can get we can consider us lucky if we get something like 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, production value has went up, and that's a big reason why. It's because things are a lot more expensive to make now.
But it's.
Oh, go ahead.
I think one of the shows that still keeps the higher number of episodes is like NCIS or something. They are still doing something like 20 plus episodes.
Yeah, there's some like 22. Most are 22 to 26. That was your average. A lot of shows do 22. But I mean, right now it's everybody's in this 10 episode of fucking season phase, like Picard.
Yeah, because it's okay. I understand that with the sci-fi and the special effects and everything, maybe the special effects might not necessarily be that expensive, but they are probably too difficult to render and to do it like because on the TO.
Well, I mean, they're just better. You know what I'm saying? Like way better. The technology it takes longer. But
you know what? On TNG,
people have jacked their prices. So I mean, it's not as cheap as it used to be.
But you know, and Cindric, on TNG we had like 26 episodes easily. They had like for the first season, I don't remember how many, but it was only few stock shots they had of space and of the ship and everything, and they still could deliver good episodes. I'm not saying
Yeah, I
the
mean, there's
first
a
season,
lot of
but
stock shots reused all over
yeah.
Star Trek. DS9's got quite a few. TNG's got quite a few, but it's only in certain instances. Like DS9, anytime they leave the runabout out of DS9, they use the same sequence pretty much every fucking time.
Well,
So
it
that-
only makes sense. They're using the
yeah,
same
you
flight
know,
path.
yeah, so it's the same. Yeah, it's the same sequence when they leave the station. But TNG does it for a lot of shots too. But back then, that's why we didn't see. It was more practical special effects than actual visual effects. I mean, they built the stages, they built everything else. But even one of the producers from back at that time, the visual effects guys, was like, you know, that's why, you know, in TOS and TNG and DS9, you don't see a lot of phaser blasts, because at that time, a phaser blast on screen cost like $3,500 to make. So if you wanted a phaser blast, you had to fucking pay $3,500 to put that phaser blast in the episode. Therefore, we don't see a lot of them. Now, when we got to Enterprise, he said the same flat phaser blast was pretty much $50 a shot. So that's why you see fucking shit get fired all over the shot in Enterprise. You see phasers everywhere, because at that time it was $50. And he's like, now you can do it on your phone. You know, and there's a lot of truth to that. But the actual visual effects have increased, like where everything is visually affected now. And back then they were still using models. You know, I mean, there was a whole different filmography basically, but now everything's computer graphics, everything pretty much.
The intendant suggests Tommy Wiseau's The Room, and as much as we'd love to do that, I just don't feel that that's a Halloween movie in the slightest part.
You're not doing Die Hard.
You're
not doing Die Hard, Bird.
We're doing Die Hard for Christmas. It's
Fine.
a Christmas movie.
Fine.
That's set in stone already.
Roxanne says, "Bird of Prey." God damn it! It's Frank Unseen.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That was one of the first suggestions, but I tried watching it a couple years ago, and I couldn't get into it.
Do not do Ghost Dad for real. Do not do Ghost Dad or Leonard Part 6. Either or.
You could do the Doctor Who episode Midnight.
I could just eat the out-of-date spam that Mom will probably save for me.
What the hell? Midnight is fabulous.
I think that the out-of-date spam would make a much better show.
I challenge you, Captain Trek. Watch Midnight from Doctor Who.
I would rather eat the out-of-date spam.
No, it's excellent. It's excellent. If you like the Twilight Zone, you would love Midnight.
Of course, I love the Twilight Zone. By which,
well, then,
I assume you mean the original, not the
yes.
remake. Okay.
If you like the Twilight Zone, you would love the episode Midnight from Doctor Who.
Does Elysium suggest the Stand watch party? Somebody asked if we were going to vote. Are we voting? Carlo, I guess maybe we could vote, but I felt like I had people vote once already. And if I have you vote a second time, you'll lose faith in me.
Faith of the heart. We don't want that.
Yeah. The Witch. Dusk Till Dawn.
That's a good movie.
The Babadook. I've never seen it. Highway to Heaven. Isn't that a song?
I thought that was a Christian
TV
show.
series.
Yeah,
TV series from the 80s.
Like The Guiding Light.
It was
The Flying Nun. That was a TV series.
Michael Landon. He played an angel.
How do you have a TV series called The Flying Nun? What was it? And we were going to do TV series. We'd do Bewitched. That would be the Halloween TV movie, TV series. Randall and Hopkirk? Yes, says Carlo. I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah,
is that a
that's
movie?
true about the cops. Yeah.
R.I.P.D. Oh yes, that movie R.I.P.D. I saw like half of it.
The problem is that Jeff, what's his name? Jeff, the actor, dude from. I can
I don't
barely
know. My
understand
problem
him.
was that it was completely boring. AF. I gave up after like halfway through the movie. Maybe it was better. Maybe I was just in a bad mood that day, but I didn't even finish watching it. Did you finish watching it, Joseph?
I finished watching it, but honestly, I had to turn on the subtitles because. Give me a second. I'm just googling it.
Wait, Ghost Dad stars Bill Cosby?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
So does Leonard Part 6.
Randall and Hopkirk at deceased.
And then he did that Neighbors movie? Was it not Neighbors, but something along the lines of that?
Jeff Bridges. I could barely understand Jeff Bridges in that movie. He was mumbling the whole time.
Joe Biden donated $1. Thank you, Joe Biden. Says, how about this Saturday? Santa Claus is coming to town for Easter. Almost 6 p.m. My bedtime. Good night. Hail Karoga. Thank you, Joe Biden. Yeah, well, you should probably get to sleep, Joe Biden. It is coming up on your bedtime. You've already had your Denny's early bird special.
I thought he was secluded.
Wounds over Miami.
Well, he sent someone out.
Oh, okay.
He sent someone out for his.
It's. I'm not sure if the Americans know Dempsey and Makepeace.
I think you're just making up names here. I've never heard.
No. Dempsey and Makepeace was a British basically detective duo, and they were solving cases. Makepeace was hot blonde, and Dempsey was her partner. So
okay. Thomas says hashtag Bird hates the chat. I don't hate the chat, Thomas. I'm reading the chat. Darth Maul says Demi Moore from Ghost all the way through striptease was when she hot.
When she was hot, yeah.
Matthew says I need to go back to NCIS. I haven't seen it since I ended up in the hospital in 2017. I missed a few weeks, wanted to watch without spoilers, and missed the rerun due to illness. Never went back.
Isn't it on CBS All Access?
Something
it is, but that doesn't help somebody who's
but my mom is in the UK or Ireland. Sorry,
that's one of my roommate's favorite shows of all time. One of my old roommates, and I remember like I'd sit there and I've watched every episode indirectly, like 100 times. So I've pretty much listened to that whole series, and I don't know.
It's a good show. I like it.
All right, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it should have went as long as it did. I don't know.
It's still going.
I know. It's crazy.
Eastland Burkholder says, I think limited series would be a better way to make entertainment products. I think making something like the old miniseries on TV that showed an hour and a half every week for 5, 6, or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And there are quite a few limited series on.
Well, right now
Netflix
they're doing this new
and
model.
Amazon.
There's a new model that they're doing for releasing these shows, and The Expanse and another show are going to do it, which is they're going to drop the first 3 episodes at once and then do week to week. So, and another show that just dropped just did this too. So I don't know if that's going to be like
The Boys
Boys did it. Yeah.
I think they'd be better off doing every episode week to week.
But yeah, so The Expanse, you're going to get the first 3 episodes right off the bat, and then it's going to be week to week.
The British TV production is basically like this very very limited series. When you realize that the original UK Office had only like 12 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was more than that.
No. Literally.
So the American Office went way farther.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
of
American Office went 9 seasons. The British Office
What I
went
say.
like
Like
2.
I thought the British one went 9 seasons.
Yeah,
They did
It-
No,
it's
no, British Office went a couple of seasons, and I think they did a special. That
Oh,
was it.
okay. So
The
no,
British
like
Office.
that
I
shape
mean,
of
listen. Most of the time, I know people claim the British version of the TV show is better, but I have to say the American Office blew away the British version
well, I was gonna say
just
they
by
did the same
sheer
thing with
number of episodes.
TV show before it was an American TV show, and it went for many, many seasons. I think 8 or 9 seasons, and then now the
Well,
British
the
show-
American version's going 8 or 9 seasons too.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
classics like the IT Crowd. I think if IT Crowd would be a US series, it would be like 10 seasons, 25 episodes each. And the British one, which is fantastic, I think it's so a hilarious TV show. Went like for 4 seasons and maybe 30 episodes in total.
Rock
I'm not
Solid.
sure.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm not sure if you know IT Crowd, but definitely
I've heard of it, but I maybe I watched an episode.
It's such a dry humor. It's so epic, and it's just because the humor is so outlandish that you should really watch it.
I'll give it another try when I get a chance. And it wasn't something I hated, but it just was something I think I watched one. I was like, I'm not too sure about this.
Yeah.
Rock Solid says, "We're the dumbest nerds ever. The original Ghostbusters." Duh. Well, we've already done the original Ghostbusters, so I'm trying not to repeat movies. If we were going to repeat movies, I guess we'd be repeating Star Trek movies, but not that would help for Halloween.
Carlo, I know that Bird skipped your comment, and also Eastland Burkholder.
Which comment?
Carlo,
I read the comments. I didn't read them all out loud. Which one?
Carlo, I think Blink is good, but I think it's overrated. It is scary. Eastland Midnight is fabulous. It is great. Awesome.
I did read them. I just didn't read them out loud. I did not know they were Doctor Who episodes.
They're both good episodes. I think Midnight is the better
And
of the
Troll
two.
2 with 5% Rotten Tomatoes. I read that.
I think Blink is an epic episode, and it
Blink is
established
great.
and it established one of the best enemies in Doctor Who.
Well, they were good for one story. They lost their mystique, if you will, in later stories. They weren't quite as good.
Maximum Overdrive, says Darth Maul.
good movie.
The Halloween movie?
Kind of, I guess. All the machines start fucking taking over, and trucks are driving themselves and killing people. Kind of crazy.
So basically 2020.
That's where the Sweet Tooth, the car from Twisted Metal.
Oh my God. I was going to say, it looks like Twisted Metal.
Yeah, it's that's where Twisted Metal got its idea from.
Twisted Metal was my favorite
Mine too.
PS2 game?
PS1.
Yeah.
Well, Twisted Metal 2 is probably one of the best games ever made.
Yeah. Oh, I want to play Twisted Metal. Do they have that for PC anymore?
No,
I would go all Twisted
ROM
Metal on the anti-tracker.
But it's the only game that I got on my PlayStation because we're able to at one point download older games, and Twisted Metal was one of those. I was like, I gotta get this.
I have
The first one's kind of all right, but the second one is fucking amazing. One of the best games ever made. And the third one was kind of like and then the fourth one was like So I mean, 2 is the best.
Listen, not that I trust Rotten Tomatoes, but Maximum Overdrive has a 15%
probably
on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a B fucking flick for sure, man.
And a 49% of the audience.
Like, I mean, it's crazy because of like what one episode or one scene in it where like a cutter, like a turkey cutter, electric turkey cutter, turns and fucking attacks a dude. Just the cord just fucking flies around and starts attacking the dude. It's like, what the fuck?
I might have seen that movie.
It's so bad. It's good. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those really bad, horrible.
I may have seen that movie. I think I remember a movie where like the things started taking over. Franklin, says Thomas.
Thomas is calling Franklin out.
It's causing
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Franklin.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I was
because-
looking for the name Jeff Daniels, I totally
Ah.
blanked out on that one. So he was like Jeff Franklin.
Yeah,
But
I
no,
starred in the
no.
film. I produced it too. You know, I'm Hollywood producer.
And you are filthy rich, and you are just hiding it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I wish.
Yeah.
You should see how many episodes were in the bill. Kronos, Qapla, Bird O'Prey, and Panel O'Prey, and Chat O'Prey. What did I miss?
Kronos.
We're trying to figure out a good Halloween movie that's not scary to watch for Halloween. Something better than Gremlins.
But Gremlins is a good movie. I don't know. You don't like Gremlins?
I kind of like Gremlins, but if people
Gremlins
say
is
it's a
good.
Christmas movie,
Well, it kind of is.
It is, but I'm for it.
It's cold outside, even in Texas.
Even in
so
in West Central Texas, you're right. Well, by Saturday it won't be.
Yeah,
it
no
will be
vote.
what again? 90.
Well, no, 72, I think, or something like that.
Mm.
Kronos, you're not semi-dumb. Only half the time. You're not semi-dumb. You're semi-smart. Be positive. You hate math.
Be like positive
Math?
candor.
You mean you hate math?
Thank God.
A lot of people hate math.
I don't
I
like
like
drugs
math.
either.
A lot of people
I don't
hate
hate
math
math.
after. A lot of people hate math after Discovery. So yeah, understandable.
I love math, people.
I like math. Thank you.
The power of meth, people.
Thomas is mounted to release him. It should be a vote on his community tab. Bird of Prey doesn't know what a Halloween movie is. Bird of Prey, good to see Garfield is here. Yeah. I got Garfield up today. So one of the toughest choices I had to make today was what was going to be in the corner during the stream.
I think Garfield is always the best choice.
Yes.
Well,
even
depends on
over
what we're
a
talking
Muslim
about.
Asian wife from the USSR. Asian
Depends on
Muslim
what we're
wife
talking
from
about.
the
I would
USSR.
still prefer Garfield.
Wow. Darth Maul says thinner, and Kronos likes being ignored. And we lost to positive candor.
Yep. By positive candor. Come
I
back.
hope Wall's
Candor.
back good.
You are
Kronos
missed.
says, oh, there was something in the private chat. Did I not read it? Oh, okay. That's okay. It wasn't from positive candor. Kronos says Dr. Watt. No, Dr. Watt's on first. Carlos says, well, they were good for Blink.
Yeah, they were good for Blink.
Kronos loved the game Twisted Metal. Yeah, I gotta check it now. I gotta see if it's on Steam or something. Yitza says, I saw Maximum.
Like electronic chess, dude. That's how fucking much we got into Twisted Metal. Oh my God.
I saw Maximum Overdrive last week. It isn't that good.
Or is that Ood? Is that Ood?
No, he said Ood first, then he said.
Oh no, it's the Ood from Doctor Who.
You don't want to know what oud means in Slovak.
What does Ood mean in Slavic?
Okay, type it in back, please.
No, don't type it in back. Just say it. If you type it in back, I'm going to say it out loud.
Member.
I don't like this. Member? What, a man's member?
Yes.
So my ood?
Your oud.
We don't. God.
Yeah.
Where's LDG?
Stop thinking about my ood.
That's funny, Joseph, because you just look at an Ood's face and you get a different image.
Yeah,
or you can.
You know what? Trust me, I saw it immediately there. So yeah.
Mountains of Latham says, Kronos, I think the doctor must be an owl. They keep saying, whoo. Rockstar says, Bird of Prey, then Ghostbusters 2. We did that too. We did that just a couple of weeks ago. For Sunday. Do the Top of the Treehouse of Terror episode. That was something I think you told me. I don't want to do TV shows for Cinema Saturday, being we do TV shows for Sunday.
Do the complete run through of Splatterhouse.
Let me put it to you this way.
Splatterhouse.
Never heard of it.
Bird, it's your stream. You can make any exception you want.
I know.
So if you want to do that, why not?
I don't want to do that. So I just said. But in Ghostbusters 2, I wish I had remembered that Halloween was coming up, because we only did Ghostbusters 2 like 3 weeks ago. So I could have saved it for Halloween.
Now, if you want to do Close Encounters of the Third Kind, you can do that, Bird. It's your stream.
No, that I feel like I could always do Close Encounters of the Third Time any week. It's just not something I need to do for Halloween.
Who knew Halloween was coming?
I knew, but I wasn't thinking about it 3 weeks ago.
In 2020, you never know.
Death Race, I saw those films.
I still have not seen a single calendar of 2021, right?
Nobody has. It's very scary. Kronos is Bird of Prey, lose the panel and make cities like the good old days.
Crash some planes, Bird.
Go for it, Bird.
Actually, if I was making a city, then the panel would be fine because they could talk while I could just work on the city. Everybody would be happy. Carlo is smiling at Kronos. And Kronos liked Gremlins and the sequel.
The sequel was good. I thought it was well done. Something a little different.
For sure.
Kronos says the intendant is hot. It's hot. If you say so.
The only time she was hot?
Kronos is back in the day anyway. Thomas is Bird of Prey. Gremlins 2 does have a vampire, but it doesn't sparkle. It also has the brain. It has the smart one. The intendant lols. Kronos says wasn't Count Dukia.
Dooku.
What the fuck is Dooku? Count Dooku in Gremlins 2. I don't know what that is. Probably.
You don't
know
who Count Dooku is.
Really, Bird?
No, I don't. Who's Count Dooku?
Oh my word.
You gotta be joking.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll Google
really?
it. I'll Google it.
Christopher Lee. And Count played Count.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm going to take your nerd card. Good.
Yeah.
God.
Hand it over, Bird. Hand it over.
Count Dooku was menacing Sith Lord, central figure in the Clone Wars. I never watched the Clone Wars. How the
he was even in the
prequel. He was in the movies.
Oh, in the Clone War movie. I saw those movies when they came out, and never since.
He was in episode 2 and 3.
I've never seen episodes 1, 2, and 3 since they came out on DVD.
Oh man!
Wow! Oh, jeez, Bird.
I watched it when it was in the movie theater. I watched it once when I bought it on DVD, and then I never watched them again. Now I was going to watch them soon on Cinema Saturday, but I hadn't gotten around to it.
You need to.
Count Dooku, like he's Darth Vader or something. Like I'm supposed to remember this guy. He was in one movie.
Yeah.
Played by a pretty famous actor.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
I've never heard of Christopher Lee.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
You need help, man.
Serious.
You need help.
Life card.
Professional.
Hand over the life card right now.
No kidding.
Wait, Lee, Lee?
Yes.
It sounds like he would be Chinese.
Wow.
It's a thing. It's a common thing.
The opinions stated by the host do not necessarily reflect those of the guest.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
all
Wow.
you.
Yeah, it does not reflect my opinion in any way, shape, or
Mountains of
form.
Elysium.
Oh,
I can
excuse
tell
me,
you.
Sir Christopher Frank Cadini Lee. You see, if you had said it that way, then I would
Yeah,
have known.
right.
Right. Feel free to leave a dislike for the stream if you think that Bird has lost his freaking mind.
I gotta
Born
go.
Dislike or 100,000.
Just lost 3 subs for that comment. Thanks, Bird.
22. May 27th, 1922. Oh, he died. He died
Yeah,
already.
a few
He
years
died
ago.
in
Yeah, he's gone
2015.
now, I believe.
Yeah.
Born in London, died in London. 6'5". God bless him.
He was a big dude. That is for sure.
The most famous Dracula.
What's Dracula?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, the Dracula. I knew.
He played Saruman on Lord of the Rings, but I know that Mountains posted it, but I know that doesn't ring a bell when I say
Garfield's Halloween Adventure.
Okay. Okay. So we need a coup now. Nephew O'Prey, take over.
He's probably not listening. So.
Which is probably good because otherwise he would be ashamed about his uncle.
No kidding.
This is true. Oh my goodness.
Can you drop the comment just for a quick minute? Like, not show a comment just for a second? Okay, I just want to know. Okay.
Not LVG,
Not LVG.
You can continue now. I've done
You're
my
afraid to be
way.
so close to me. I'll move you down there. Does that make you feel better? You're as far away from me as you can be.
That works. That works. As long as nobody knows who I am now, I'm fine.
There you go. Chrono says, Jeff, I'm just not a Whovian. And neither am I.
That's fine.
And that's okay. That's okay.
You don't
Carlos,
know quality shows, but that's fine.
I want you guys to know I actually I just picked up a Star Wars shirt. My first ever Star Wars t-shirt.
But it's pissed about all people.
Carlos, Scarface would be good to see one day. Yeah, we could do Scarface. Absolutely. Carlos says, I would like to know what that means, Joseph. Well, you found out.
Now?
Ood.
Oh, Ood.
Carlos says, yes, we do. Chrono says, oh, hey, to Captain Track. Evolution,
Hey.
David. Oh, Evolution.
Yeah, that's a funny movie.
I haven't seen Evolution in a long time.
I like David Duchovny. He was great in the X-Files, but
Really?
yeah.
We could do worse, like Blazing Saddles or something.
Well, this is true,
Wow.
Yosef. You got a point.
And here we were. I thought we had a good Halloween movie that nobody had thought about.
Or that really terrible movie we saw about 2 months ago, right, Yosef?
Like that, yeah.
I can't.
Body snatchers.
No. The one that had it was horrible.
Oh,
I can't remember.
the monkey.
The chimp. The chimp.
Project X.
Yeah.
It was Project X.
It was a disastrous movie. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry the movie made you cry. It gave you an emotional response.
It didn't make me cry. I just hated it.
Yeah. I'm with you, Yosef.
Men in Black suggests Mama Pray.
Oh, I like Men in Black.
Men in Black are fine.
The third one is really fun. I really like the third one.
You'd have to start.
Oh, when they went to the past. Okay, when he went to the past, yeah.
Yeah, I like the first and the third one. The second one was okay.
Was it really 2 months ago, Kronos, for Ghostbusters 2? It feels like it was not that
I'm
long
not sure
ago.
if it was 2 months, but more than a month, definitely.
No, we're not doing scary movies, Mama Pray. That's
Maybe
the whole point.
I thought it was about a month ago. I'm sorry.
If you guys want to try to create a Halloween watch list, I'm not trying to make a list, just a single film. Why not get the top film and say horror for Halloween genre from each decade? Because I'm not trying to do a watch list. I'm trying to do one good Halloween movie that's not a horror film, that's at least 10 years old, and that everybody would like. Saul Leibowitz, Qapla, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Saul. Roxodds is Bird of Prey, X-Files, the movie. Oh.
That's a good film, but you would be lost if you knew nothing about the show.
Yeah. Cronus says, wow, Bird of Prey, wow. Saul says, for Ghostbusters, how about a few episodes of the original TV series from 1970s? It's quite low budget, but still better than Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, how about we just do Star Trek Discovery Season 1 as scary? We'll do the Burnham death loop for an hour.
Wait a minute. Ghostbusters, a few episodes of the original TV series from the 70s?
I don't know. I think there's one that the real Ghostbusters versus the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Well, talking about the Ghostbusters, not the actual Ghostbusters. The first ones.
Well, the real Ghostbusters and that other cartoon called the Ghostbusters, those were in the 80s.
No, the Ghostbusters has nothing to do with Venkman. The original, actual first Ghostbusters had nothing to do with the Ghostbusters we know.
Correct.
There was a Ghostbusters before Ghostbusters.
Right. That's why it was called the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Carlo, we saw episodes 4, 5, and 6 already. We did not see 1, 2, and 3 yet. I was literally thinking of bringing them up sometime soon, but now that I want frequency and maybe some other episodes of some other stuff, probably put them off for a few more weeks. But yeah, soon we're definitely going to do episodes 1, 2, and 3. Probably either with one movie in between each or one after the other. Probably with a movie in between each, just so we don't get too into Star Wars. Darth Maul says he used a curved handled lightsaber. Goku,
yes.
Dooku, whatever. Sudoku.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Count Sudoku.
I feel my headache.
Takeover. My headache's come back.
I was just going to say, my headache is coming back.
Wow.
You read my mind, Cap.
Saruman and Lord of the Rings.
And Christopher
I'm
Lee.
not even a Star Wars fan, and I'm like having a headache.
Potatoes, says Kronos. Potatoes? Cinnabons is the guy who played the Bajoran trying to take over. That was the same guy?
What?
Huh? I don't know.
No.
Thomas's Bird of Prey only saw 15 minutes of Lord of the Rings. This is pretty true. We got another donation from Joe Biden. Wait, did I read that already?
You do know who Joe Biden is, right? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. This was the last donation from Joe Biden.
He's running for senator, isn't he?
He's running from a lot of things. Yeah, it's true. I only saw
from. Did you say from many things?
He said from.
Oh,
yeah, he's running from many things, for things, from things. It doesn't matter. Close enough. Thomas's Bird of Prey only saw 15 minutes of Lord of the Rings. I think it was probably closer to 20. Rip Bird. Wow, Kronos. Malden says, it's too late, panel. You're already tarnished. Yep. You guys all share in the dishonor. Sorry.
Horrible.
And your children will share in it for 7 generations. So.
Thank God I will never have children.
You brought it upon
it ends
yourself.
with me, which has nothing.
Now then
For
they're going to
being
go up. They're
associated
going to go
with
up.
you?
They're going to go your parents and their parents and their parents' parents.
Not
Saul
even
Lieber was-
Klingons were dishonored for more than three generations.
This is
man.
Kuroga. Saul Lieber, it says Christopher Lee was the man with the golden gun. Yay, Bond, says Kronos. Tall people. Oh, Cinnabon. Cinnabon does not like tall people. Kronos is, oh, Bunny is here. Hail, nephew of prey, says Carlo. Cinnabon says hi. The intendant says, hey, Donnie Darko is Halloween and election movie. Donnie Darko?
Donnie Darko, yeah. It's a good movie, but it's a weird one.
Cinnabon's lurking. Kronos says you can lurk by saying you are lurking. This is true. Saul says, I would like to be the Prince Regent for her nephew O'Prey when he ascends to the throne of Kuroga. I'll put your name in the list. Kronos says quality shows like Discovery. No, Kronos. And Cinnabon says, yes, you can, Kronos. Kronos says, what's wrong with Blazing Saddles? Nothing was wrong with Blazing Saddles, but some
I don't like
people
it.
on this panel from a certain country where COVID numbers gone way up don't like it. Now, is it related that their hate for Blazing Saddles is causing COVID to run rampant through their country?
Now that's a
don't know.
leap, Bird. That's a
I'm
leap.
just asking the questions. I'm not
One person from the country doesn't like a film, so the whole country has their COVID numbers
I'm
go up.
just saying that they decided to test
Bird,
everybody
right.
in the country. Everybody in the country is being tested
Jesus Christ.
for COVID, and we have people who don't like Blazing Saddles. It's
A
a
person.
one-to-one relationship.
Person.
I got news for you, Bird. I'm not a big fan of Blazing Saddles either.
God damn it, Jeff! You're gonna get us all make us all get tested if you keep talking like that. Or maybe just gonna get
Blazing
all
Saddles is
Texas.
terrible. It's horrible. It's
That's
bad.
it. They're gonna test everyone in Texas now, Jeff.
Good.
I hope you like it.
Let them come.
When they come to test everybody, and they say, "Why are you doing this?" And they say, "Because Jeff Franklin was on a YouTube channel on October 27th at 6:15 p.m.
I'm moving to
Eastern,
Kuroga.
and he said that he didn't like Blazing Saddles."
I have a
question.
question.
Will be like,
Blazing Saddles is horrible. I live in Kuroga.
I have a question. Do you have the conspiracy theories there as well that with the testing, you will get nanochips into your nose, put into your nose, and then you will be regulated by the 5G network?
Bro, I've been
well,
waiting.
I do now. Son of a bitch! I wondered why I had to put that up my nose so many times. It's because of those nano chips. I haven't quite felt right.
Oh man,
they should be detectable if they're there.
The 5G has already got me. See, I can't blame this on me anymore. It's the 5G.
Weren't we talking X-Files a little bit ago?
They put
need to
you
call Mulder.
Bit by
Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully, yo. I like the way.
Oh, what was that thing that in Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger to shove up his nose to get the tracker out?
Oh yeah,
the tracker.
Yeah, I need one of those things. I'll shove it up to get that out of there.
I think
it was like the size of an egg when he pulled it out his nose.
Yeah. One
Thomas
of your
I'm sorry.
Cargonite stones, I think, is smaller and causes more than enough pain. I don't think you would want to have something of that size up your nose.
No, I certainly wouldn't. And the fact I didn't feel that it was there would be even more alarming. Thomas Boss, as a friend of mine, had me watch something wicked this way. Comes last week. Was it good? Cinnabon says they are painful to sit on. Tall people?
Blazing Saddles.
Oh, Blazing Saddle. Thomas, but Cinnabon's favorite movie is War Horse. I saw War Horse. That wasn't a bad movie. Cronus and Cinnabon, please do not sit on the bunnies. No, don't sit on bunnies. The attendant says, can I post the link to IMDb? Yeah, of course you can. Oh, do you not have the ability to post links? Let me Let me go ahead and check that. The intendant. There you go, the intendant. You now have the ability to post links. It's a search on the keyword Halloween. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Got a couple of Star Wars episode 1 caps before I saw the film, thinking it would be great. I think the caps are still in the attic, never worn since. Wow. If it's got Jar Jar Binks on there, Alexandria will take them off your hands. Thomas Potts, Cinnabon is angry at Thomas. Kronos is Bird of Prey. Time flies. I don't know. Saul says I would select Tucker and Dale Fight Evil as my Halloween choice. A wonderfully underrated slasher film.
Well, if time, I will say this: if time flies, it has nothing to do with Bird. They are totally disassociated.
You could go with Conan the Barbarian.
Well, we know Bird can't fly.
Well, he can fly. He just can't land.
Well, we could go with the original Planet of the Apes, the Halloween movie. Or just pretend they're all in Halloween costumes.
I don't need to do that. I have a mirror at home, so.
Wow.
Kronos is here. The lamentations from the panelists. Mr. Lundell has showed up. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies says, just visit my channel. I got tons of classic B-grade horror. Yeah, but it's horror still.
Yeah, but
hey,
B-grade
Bat
horror is
Left
so
Dude,
funny.
says Kronos. There's the link to the panel for anybody. Cinnabon says 1 is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Skip that 1.
Like, first episode.
No, I'm not skipping it. I can't skip it. Kronos says Dooku. Wow.
Wow.
The attendance is Manos, the Hands of Fate. Thomas says, Miss Lundell's Groovy Movies. Bird of Prey didn't know who Christopher Lee was technically. He died, so it's past tense. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, do episode 1 around the start of May. No, it's way too late.
May is the month where 6 of the original movies were in the cinema, came to the cinemas always.
Yep.
That's why you have May the 4th be with you.
Well,
Well,
wouldn't they say May the 4th, regardless of when it came out, just because it says May? Sounds like May the Force be with you.
Exactly.
Just a happy coincidence that it came out in May.
I'm just saying that the first 6 movies came out in May.
And so did Solo.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Solo lost money. Saul Leibowitz says, yes, the 1970s was live action with Forrest Tucker, Larry Storch, F Troop, and horror legend Bill Brine in an ape suit. Interesting. Kronos says, mash them up, stick them in a stew. Wow. Cinnabon says, leader of the circle. Leader of the circle.
No, it wasn't Christopher Lee.
No,
go watch it, nerds. Saul says the original Ghostbusters was in 1975 and it was part of the Saturday morning cartoons. However, it had the original idea of a couple of guys fighting ghosts. Thomas is wrong, Cinnabon. That was Frank Langella.
Langella.
That's right.
Langella.
Yeah.
Langella.
Space Mutiny 1988, says the intendant.
Langella did a DS9 episode.
Yeah, The Circle.
Thomas says Cinnabon, Bunny, they look similar, but it's a different actor. Kronos says Blazing Saddles makes the China virus. No, I don't think so.
What's
Kronos
funny is
wow.
Frank Langella was uncredited as Minister Jarro.
Interesting.
Are you serious?
I just looked it up.
Wow.
So
surprised you didn't get a credit for that.
Cinnabon says they sound alike too.
Yeah, there is some semblance there.
Welcome, Daniel's Hot Topics.
Hi, Bird. What's up?
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Danielle.
Hi, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hail Kroga.
So, do you think
What? Huh?
I'm sorry, Daniel. Cinnabon just said all
Whoa.
white people look the same. What were you gonna say?
Hey, do you think Zara will return? You know that cowboy guy from the last episode of Discovery?
Oh, him? Yeah, of course he's gonna return. They didn't kill him. He'll be back. He's gonna be the bad guy. I'm sure he'll probably be in like half the episodes, or at least the very end. Yeah, they should have killed him.
He reminds me of Negan from The Walking Dead. Ever watch that show, The Walking Dead?
I did, but I mean, I know who Negan is because it was all over the place. But I stopped watching right before Negan became a character on the show. But yeah, he's a bad guy, Negan. I could get the same vibes.
Yeah, but he's not as cool though, because like, did you see he was like beaten up by Giorgio? Negan would never get beaten up by Giorgio. You know, he just he wouldn't. He would just back off, or he would do something. You know, he wouldn't get beaten up, right? So that was kind of disappointing when I saw like Zara getting his ass handed to him by Giorgio, and he was like all helpless and stuff. He kind of lost his cool there.
Well, they did kill all of his other 5 henchmen.
Are you sure she killed him? She could have just knocked out a few.
No, I'm pretty sure she killed them. Like they all like evaporated or had their necks broken.
Yeah.
The only one I wasn't 100% sure was who Saru shot with his ganglia darts.
Oh, that was Zara.
Oh, it was. So then, okay. So he was the one who didn't die. The others are all dead.
Yeah. Oh, I asked this question. What?
Yeah.
I asked this question to Anti-Trekker last night. Do you think that parasite ice? Do you think that it's alive?
Oh, yeah. I would say it's not dead.
I understood that it's basically just a bacteria living in the ice.
It's a bacteria that knows how to shape hands and fingers. Yeah, no, sorry, it's alive. It's sentient.
Oh, even bacteria is alive. So.
Yeah, but
There's a
bacteria
difference between live and
fingers.
sentient. I don't think it was sentient.
It formed joints. It had like tentacles. There was no broad growing about it. It grew with a purpose. I'd
say it was alive. I don't know how intelligent it was, but I'd definitely say it was alive.
Yeah, and we're not talking like super intelligent maybe, but definitely aware.
So somebody so the ice is from the writer's room, right?
Yeah.
Well, you never know, because we did have that episode in Voyager where that deuterium was alive.
What?
The metal liquid, the demon planet.
That was deuterium? Deuterium is water.
Yeah, that was liquid deuterium.
Deuterium is water, isn't it?
Yeah, it was silver blood that contained deuterium. It was made of it wasn't 100% deuterium, but it was contained deuterium.
I'm not sure how far back you are in the chat. I would like to welcome Wesley Crusher to the stream.
Welcome, Wesley. Wesley, if you want to come up, here's the link.
Blood.
54.5 Axis Rays AO says Blazing Saddles is a masterpiece. Chronos says, so the virus is Borg invasion. I don't think so. All right, Chronos says, well, like some peeps are close to being Borg.
Yeah, everybody with a hip replacement, basically.
Everybody who had the COVID test and had the nanoparticles put in them. Carlo Albanese says 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. 2 weeks? What's 2 weeks? 1 week from today is the election. What's in 2 weeks? When we find out who won?
2 weeks!
Thomas Potts says it was an okay movie.
2 weeks!
I don't get it.
That's a character from Voyager.
Cinnabon Bunny says, I still say a fleet of whale probes are responsible for the burn. Could be.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, it would be a better, whatever Discovery writers come up with, the whale probes would be a better reason. Wesley says, bird of prey, bird is the word. Qapla, Wesley. Chrono says, I'm glad there were peeps that were watching Discovery for me. Don't worry, we still will, Chronos. Thomas says, Cinnabon, oh, well, the stream was funny until now. Until Cinnabon started talking?
No, I think they are talking about Wesley.
Oh,
for some reason.
Oh, yeah, Wesley came on. Poor Wes. Wesley says, Nerdo Prey 5, greetings, turds and nerds. See, and then he puts in Bird of Prey, no anti-tracker, and the Charlie emoji. See, Wesley still thinks I'm a nerd. As long as Wesley thinks
it's
I'm a
just
nerd,
a typo
keep
on
my
the
card.
on his. It's just a typo on his phone keyboard, because N and B are just next to each other.
Stop it! Don't take this away from me, Joseph. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird of Prey twerking in the air. The plane is not flying. Cinnabon says, Thomas Potts, son of a bitch, who left the door open. Wesley says, Cinnabon, I'm here now. Chrono says, I have to type it. Shut up, Wesley. Carlos says, use the fork, use the force, use the fork. Wow. Wesley says, Chronos, shut up, Chronos. I mean, hi. Wow. Chronos says, how dare you call me a nerd? I'm a spaz. There's a fire truck in front of the house, but they are moving. They're moving. Don't worry. They're just driving by. Carlos says, hail Karoga with the Karoga flag. Thank you.
Oh,
Hail
no
Karoga.
shower for you today, right?
No shower. The fire truck has moved on.
Darn.
Chrono says, yo to Wesley. Lake Placid. Oh, no. Lake Placid was a scary movie.
And good that it's got Placid and not with an F in the beginning. Yeah. Okay.
Well, what was
anyway.
the last scary movie you watched?
Wow.
The last scary movie I watched? I don't know.
The last real scary movie that you watched that
I don't
actually
think
scared you.
No, I don't think a movie. Well, I mean, I used to
say a movie never scared you. You can't bullshit me.
I used to get scared by aliens in movies. So, like, Close Encounters of the Third Kind might have been the last time a movie legit scared me. But after I got sick, now I don't care about the aliens anymore. So, if they were real, I figured they might have a way to cure me. So,
let me rephrase this a little bit, slightly. Oh, wow. Fear the Walking Dead's out. What was the last movie you were afraid to hit play on either a DVD or a VCR? You remember afraid to hit play? Really? Are you serious? Wow. Never one because you never.
Why would I watch a movie if I was afraid to hit play?
Well, because I'm trying to add some, like, back in the day, like.
That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, I didn't watch movies like Psycho or Friday the 13th or any of those types of movies because I didn't want to be scared.
Gotcha. So Barney,
The Exorcist,
Teletubbies,
or any of those. No, I didn't watch Barney or Teletubbies. I watched Star Trek over and over and over again.
Then I'm guessing you avoided mirrors as well.
Mirrors? I never heard of it. I did watch Tremors.
A
Tremors
literal
was
mirror hanging on the wall, Bird.
Yeah,
a normal mirror. Wow.
Bloody Mary, mirror.
No, I never did Bloody Mary. I never did it. Still won't.
I like it.
Wow.
I mean, the drink.
Never had one.
Sure, Joseph, you like the drink. Wink, wink.
Okay, you wouldn't probably drink it, Bird, because you hate tomatoes. So
yeah, I don't drink Bloody Marys either. Thomas Wesley, you told the mod to shut up. Well, the only reason Wesley's not a mod is because he has a habit of butt fanning people. Otherwise, Wesley would be a mod.
When he falls asleep, like 4 people get banned.
Negan should have been ended, says Kronos. Yeah, I stopped
Nothing
with Glenn
on.
too. Actually, I stopped before Glenn even died. Wesley says Thomas Potts.
Glenn died?
Yeah.
Oh.
I meant to say hi. I forget that
It's
shut
not a
up is not a
spoiler.
greeting. It's a
It's a reveal?
reveal. Yeah.
No, it's in the comic book. Like we already knew he was dead.
I don't think so.
Does ice have free will? That's a good question. Does the parasitic ice have free will? I say yes. Kronos says it was SJW ice.
SJW ice.
I don't know what that is.
New element into it.
Hmm.
Can't let any of that SJW ice get away.
You are welcome, the intendant. Use it wisely. Wesley says Vertifray still hasn't got into my Vertifray comments on this Vertifray channel at this Vertifray time. And then I put in the link. Thomas is Vertifray. Wow, you offer Wesley a spot on panel, but not your governor, Cinnabon. Cinnabon, the link has been out there. Cinnabon is welcome up anytime he wants. Cinnabon knows this. Cinnabon could come up.
Cinnabon has more fun in the chat than he does in the panel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Whoa.
Cinnabon is laughing.
Another agreement with LDG.
You guys are trying to break the world, aren't you?
Correct.
Carlo
Space-time
says,
continuum. It's cracking.
Prey 5, 2 weeks. Oh, Total Recall was 2 weeks. The space-time continuum. Well, if this keeps happening, I'll just have to cross the streams.
We watched Total Recall, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
You know, I might have to create a new segment on my channel. Agree with LDG.
No. Please don't.
Miss Lundell says, why are you still wasting money on STD? I gotta watch STD to make reviews. Reviews makes my channel grow. So
STDs makes your channel grow.
yes, surprisingly. Thomas says Wesley wasn't here during your horrible nerd moment. That's fine. Carlos says, I half like Discovery, but I do think Enterprise and Discovery are in a different timeline formed by First Contact. Carlos says, I still have to watch Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, did Starship Troopers scare you with the bodies being ripped apart? No. The bug scene, like maybe when a couple of the people were killed without warning, I think there was like a little bit of a freak out, but it was never a scary movie. I was never afraid to watch it. Cinnabon says that kind of fear usually comes from the red tapes.
The red tapes. Oh.
Ms. Lindell says last movie I was afraid to hit play on my VHS or DVD.
Ishtar.
I don't know. Tremors was good, says Kronos.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit cheesy, but at the time, it was like the only horror movie I'd watch. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, thanks for the invite, but I'm burning down the house. I mean, cooking dinner. Well, enjoy your dinner, Wes.
I'm getting
Carlos
hungry.
says, the Japanese version of The Grudge in the Ring scared the anti-trekker out of me.
Oh, okay. Ring is definitely.
What was he doing in you in the first place?
Wow.
Not
going there.
By the way, I just remembered Jurassic Park should be on the movie list.
I was
somewhere.
just thinking, should Jurassic Park be a Halloween movie?
No.
But there's dinosaurs.
What have dinosaurs to do with Halloween?
Well, if you were walking down the street and you saw a bunch of raptors come after you,
you'd
be
run.
scared, wouldn't you?
Then why the hell don't we have Toy Story on there for Halloween if you're going to go that far?
Isn't there a movie called Halloween, actually?
there is.
Yeah, with Jamie Lee Curtis. That's a good movie.
It is a great movie.
But I don't think Bird would like it.
The first couple are not bad. Like when it started getting down to like 5 and 6 and the reboots, I don't know. The first reboot wasn't bad. Like that reboot, I don't know. It's got another long history of reboots and reworks. But the original Halloween was scary, just like the original Nightmare on Elm Street was scary. And then Nightmare on Elm Street 2 kind of took it to another direction, and by Nightmare on Elm Street 3, it was like horror comedy.
And did we lose Bird?
I don't know. But I remember my sister,
You didn't lose me. I'll just be right back.
First Nightmare on Elm Street when
Okay.
I was fucking tiny, and I was scared. That movie fucking legit scared the fuck out of me when I was little. Just the body bag scene, them dragging the body bag through the fucking high school and all sorts of shit. I mean, that shit was scary. And then 2 was like an offshoot, and then 3 just turned into comedy, you know. And same with the Friday the 13th. The first few were scary, and then they started going like the comedy route.
I never cared for those kinds of movies. It just didn't
Well, I mean, it's like
grab my attention.
They started those movies are iconic for starting, like, you know, a huge movement in the horror industry, and yet, you know, turn into comedies in their later halves. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not like there were legit horror movies. The first couple were, but like later successions, it just turned into this comedy horror thing. I don't know.
Yeah. But even the initial horror films, I didn't really care for. Just not that kind of a horror film fan, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I watched all the originals and shit, you know, but I mean, compared to today it's all shock and gore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
Whatever they can shock you with or gore you out with, that's pretty much what's in these films. You know, I mean, you've got to saw off your leg to free the chain to get the key. You know, I mean, what the fuck, bro? You know?
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
Now, a recent horror film that I did like was A Quiet Place.
Wasn't that more like suspense horror though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my kind of horror film. So
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's definitely it's like psychological thriller, more or less.
yeah.
Welcome, Project Storytime, who was just passing by. He says his work here is done. Hashtag blame Loki. We will. You didn't miss anything, Wes. Don't worry about it.
Don't record. Don't hit record on this. Don't watch Bird get his sci-fi card taken away.
Kronos, the only good bug is a dead bug. Absolutely. And Kronos likes cheese. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Starship Troopers is okay. You'll be fine with the Cube films, especially with you liking Twilight Zone. Wow, no response. Yeah, I needed a minute. Sorry about that. Jaloja time. The intended says Young Frankenstein. Carlos says, I enjoyed Class of 1984 with Michael J. Fox before he got the J. Was he just Michael Fox? Miss Lundell's groovy movie says Jurassic Park sucks. There were no velociraptors in Jurassic Park. That was the biggest trick ever played on a movie audience. Those weren't velociraptors? What the hell were they? Scaled down T-Rexes? I'm confused.
Fake dinosaurs. It's fake dinosaurs.
Now, I know most of the dinosaurs weren't from the Jurassic era. They're from I believe, the Cretaceous or whatever, the period before Jurassic. But who cares? Jurassic sounded better. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I saved this to my bop playlist so I can replay it later. Son of a bitch. Don't replay it, Wes. There's nothing there. Nothing worth listening to. Take my word for it.
Don't do it.
But with that, I think we're going to call it a day here. Now we're at 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Good stream.
Yeah.
Good stream.
It was a good stream. Yeah,
it was.
I think we talked about some interesting stuff. I got embarrassed and lost my nerd card again.
Deservedly so.
Seems like that's how every one of my streams ends. Look it up. Velociraptors were about the size of a toy poodle, says Mr. Londell.
Mm-hmm. They were actually really small. Yeah.
So were those the small dinosaurs that ate the people too?
No, they made it in the Jurassic Park movie series way bigger than they actually are.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
if I went back in time and I was fighting off velociraptors, I just have to kick them away.
Basically.
Considering you're fighting not just one of them, yeah.
Carlos says, thanks for the stream. Hope you feel better soon, Bird of Prey. And hugs to Mama Prey. Have a good night, everyone. And hail Kroger. Thank you, Carlo. When Wesley's a Bird of Prey, the more you say don't, the more I want to. Fight it. Fight the urge, Wes. Fight the urge. Okay. So before we go, though, let's go around the panel, give everyone a chance to say something. Commander Brainy Specs. Not Commander Brainy Specs.
That's
anything
right.
you'd like to
I'm
say
not
before-
Commander Brainy Specs. I have no association with this show.
Understood.
Thank you, Bert, for having the show.
You're welcome. You guys don't have to thank me.
Yes, I do. You don't have to bring us up on the panel. You don't have to do these shows, but we enjoy them, and we enjoy spending time with you, and it's a great time. Thank you.
Glory thank you. Thank you, Jeff. And everybody. Captain Trek. Going once. Going twice. We'll come back to Captain Trek if he's here. Ensign Ricky.
Yo. Working on the last part of my video right now. Should hopefully have it done by tonight.
Sweet.
The map.
Are you going to upload it tonight or are you going to wait?
It'll be uploaded today at some point. I just got to put music behind it. Right now, I'm on the recap. I'm done with all the map part, which was the worst part of it. So everything right now is kind of free flowing. It should be about 24 minutes or so, or ish. But
very cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So everything worked kind of out the way I wanted it to work. So it should be pretty cool for those who want to follow along where everybody in TNG's first season went. So right now, so I'm doing the recap. The recap's easy, but the map part did take quite a while because there's a lot of map manipulations, a lot of little keyframing going on. But yeah, it should be up here soon. I should have the rest of this done with probably in the hour or so. And then I just got to put music behind it. Then should have it up there. So look for it here soon.
Awesome. Yosef, who knows who Christopher Lee is?
I just want to read Wesley Crusher's chat here. Josef Petrik has the best channel. Everybody should sub to him. So I only agree with this sentiment with all my 0 videos and 0 offending content. And since you asked us to say something, so thank you very much for having me on the stream and something.
Hashtag be like Joseph.
Yes, hashtag be like Joseph. Sub LDG Pixels.
Thanks, Bird, for having us on, man. Thanks for having a wonderful freaking stream, guys. Guys, if you love the stream,
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
What?
Hell yeah!
What?
Hell yeah!
and yeah, if you have any computer problems, or you have any computer issues, or you have any tech questions at all, make sure you sub LDG. LDG. That's LDG Pixels. I'm here every day, guys. Thanks, Bird.
Thank you. Daniel's Hot Topics. Anything you'd like to say before we go?
Okay, first of all, I want to say there's this rumor online that says that they're talking. Remember when Michelle Yeoh was talking about like the section, like she was talking about how Section 31 would have begged her to join? Everyone's thinking she's at the end of the show, at the end of the season, she's going to, get into a fight with Saru maybe, and then she's gonna get kicked off the ship, and then she's gonna seek out Section 31 in that time. I really hope this happens. But then there's another theory that says, oh, she's going to go back in time with Discovery, and she's going to rejoin Tyler in
I
20.
think they're going to find the Guardian of Forever.
Oh God, no! Please, I don't.
Michelle
What?
goes back that way. That's my guess.
I don't want her, dude. I don't want her to go back, man. To 21st century. That century's been overmined so far, right?
I think she's going to get a book with like an atlas of the future and she's going to take it back with her in time, and she's going to be the head of Section 31.
How about this?
And they're going to have a book that always changes with the history of the galaxy.
She'll travel in a DeLorean, right?
How about this? She somehow finds a way back to the Mirror Universe to find out the Federation's there in imperfect condition.
Ooh.
Why would the Federation exist in the Mirror Universe?
the hell cares?
Because she's going to go to the Mirror Universe, and since the Mirror Universe kind of reflects that she's going to go to the Mirror Universe in the future and find out that the Federation is stable and in perfect place, like the Federation got formed. since the normal future is all fucked up. Watch some weird.
And also, I like that comment. They said one guy in the comment section said he thinks Zara is in Section 31. I really hope that Zara is one of the recruits that Giorgio gets in her show. I like that character.
Well, you're gonna have Ash Tyler probably, because Ash Tyler is probably the head of Section 31 now, I guess.
Yeah, but then that means she's gonna have to go back in time. Either she's gonna have to go back, or he's gonna have to go forward.
So we find out that Sloan is actually Ash Tyler's Sloan's dad. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that's funny. Hey, just answer me one question. When they went into the portal, right? When Discovery went into the portal, they were all conscious, right?
Yeah, they were.
So why did it start off with them like all unconscious on the floor? Did that
Tidal
strike out with
forces.
anybody?
Jet Reno explained it. Didn't you hear her?
Yeah, maybe there was like an impact when they went into the portal, and they got knocked out.
What's her name was what's her name unconscious when she was in the suit going through?
Michael Burnham.
Michael Burnham.
Yeah,
she had a time suit with a time crystal.
She had a
suit
special
was
suit
specifically made for going through time
and taking hits from ships at
yeah, I think we're stretching on that just a bit.
You think that's
crashes
what's
into
stretching,
planets
and
and-
all the stuff that's going on? You think that's what's stretching?
A
Michael
little bit.
Burnham
I think
being knocked
I thi-
unconscious.
I'm thinking like that episode in TNG where they met that alien race that knocked them out, and they kept going back, and they had their memories wiped. Maybe something happened before that caused them to get knocked out that they haven't explained yet, that they're going to flash back to.
No,
That
because even in Star
possibly-
Trek 4, when they went back in time, they were all knocked out.
Yeah, that's true.
But did you see them get knocked out?
Yeah, well, you saw them. They saw them all knocked out when they came out of Time War. They all had to wake up. Kirk had to wake everybody up.
So you didn't see? Okay, so it was just like this, where they were just magically they were.
There
standing
was,
on
you
their feet,
saw
were
they went into the dream sequence of the whales and shit, and then you came to the bridge and they were all knocked out. And
Okay.
I think Kirk or
Okay.
Spock was the first one to wake up.
And I think the Discovery writers were saying, "We know Star Trek. We know continuity.
Yeah.
We know Star Trek 4."
I mean, I thought they would have had a perfect. I think Bird would agree with me. Maybe the only one that would agree with me on this. That would have been so cool if they're the ones who caused the burn, because
No,
Burnham
I do
closed
not
the
agree.
wormhole. If Burnham let me finish before you just judge me there, Mister Frickin' Lee Chinese people. If they closed the wormhole on the Discovery, right? So she closes the wormhole. So they're in the wormhole. They found out, oh, Burnham, moron, you closed the wormhole on us. We're stuck in here, and if we don't get out, we're going to blow up. So then they had to figure fast on their feet, do something that had something to do with dilithium to rip open their own exit, which would explain why they were a year late, but also did something 150 years. If you look at the timing, by the time they did whatever they did, and the time it opened up an exit for them, that caused the burn in the timeline. Them trying to escape.
Wholeheartedly disagree with that.
I mean, like
Okay.
I said,
Cool.
giving these writers, for all we know, the Control jumped out the portal 120 years before Discovery.
That's fine. That's fine. I would like to know why you disagree with that, but
Because wouldn't anybody on Discovery remember doing that?
well, we don't know that yet. We don't know right now that they were just knocked out. They did what they did. No one's mentioning it yet.
Wouldn't
don't
they have
know.
been saying
It's only
that
been
goddamn
one
Michael Burnham, she closed
only
the
been one
wormhole on us?
episode.
Should we even bother searching for her?
What if that's the first thing they say when they freaking they bring it back up there?
I would
By
bet
the
big
way,
money they don't.
Oh, I'm not even saying that's what it is. All I'm saying is it was a missed opportunity. Wouldn't that have been a better way of explaining how they were a year past, how she closed the wormhole, what happened to the burn? That wouldn't have been entertaining for you, really?
Not
Okay.
for me. Not for me personally.
All right. Cool.
I
So you're okay with the wormhole existing in two places at once?
No, I don't like the wormhole
in-
existing, but them doing it, them doing something beforehand to break out that we didn't see yet. No, I'm not okay with that.
Well, strictly speaking, in theory, wormholes can have multiple exits.
Yes, it could. What could and what we're talking about, though, and like they went in the same one. We assuming they went out the back one. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happens the next episode. I'm pretty sure they're just going to write it off and just ignore the whole damn thing. Did you say the next episode was going to focus on the burn? I heard someone say something like that.
I think the next episode is going to focus on the time Michael was there alone.
Okay, not the burn per se.
She's going
I think
her hair grows, obviously. So they show that scene where their hair growing,
I think it's directed by Jonathan Frakes.
That's all going to be in the next episode, I believe.
It looked like in the ready room that there was a preview for next week, and it had the scene of a bunch of ships blowing up at the same time.
Yeah, which is
right.
Michael figures it out, or Michael sits there for a year and figures out or tries to figure out what happened. We'll probably see that scene. We'll probably see Michael's hair growing. Well, we're probably going to find out what happened to Michael in the year that she was there when Discovery wasn't, basically.
Cinnabon, first you say it's the whale probe, then you say it's the whales, now you say it's Cisco and the wormhole aliens. Come on.
That would be the best. That would be the best.
Inside job, 359.
I still hope it's the Q just saying, guess what? Dystopia. Boom.
Yeah, it could be the Q. I would accept the Q explanation over a lot of the explanations.
What? You agree with LDG? Whoa.
I'm just saying that if it was the Q, I would understand that.
Or gravitational waves detected.
Yes.
Oh, thank God I can say this. No, LDG is wrong.
Welcome back.
Well, like I said, I quit if it ends up being some Ferengi that activated some device just to rise the price of freaking lithium.
I don't think they'll do that. I don't think.
No, I hope not. I hope not. I really do hope not.
We haven't seen.
I just want it on record just in case, so I can have a "told you so" stream.
Watch them, they're gonna be like, "Well, the Ferengi Empire got wiped out."
If it's going to be a Ferengi, you just said you are going to close your channels. So
cool.
No, I'm done with it.
Let's
channel,
get the writers on the phone here.
Yeah.
Okay, though. But with that, I really got to end.
Yeah,
So,
Daniel, you
thank
didn't
you all.
even ask Daniel.
Daniel had
Daniel.
quite the final remark. Kept us going another 15 minutes. Thank you. Actually, it was good. It was a good discussion. So, Daniel, we'll try again. Any last thoughts before we go?
Thanks, Bert, for having me on. I really like these streams. It really
You're
helps.
welcome.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Thanks. I'm glad you could make it. And Captain Track, you weren't here the first time I asked. So before we go, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, thank you for letting me join in. Sorry, I was listening, but distractions going on.
Don't have to worry. I understand it happens. Things happen. And thank you, William Jackson. I know you're late, but welcome to the stream. And Tiki of Doom, Qapla, Tiki of Doom, who can't drive 55. And Hail Karoga Carlo. And thank you, everybody, for coming. And I'd like to give a big thanks to the channel members and subscribers. Joseph Patrick, Carlo Albanese, Captain Track, not Ryan Johnson, Rock Solid Productions, Alexander can't pronounce his last name, Jedi Bill 797, 47 Yorktown, Wesley Crusher, JP's Tabernacle are all friends of Kuroga, Citizens of Kuroga, Pixelate, Illegal Clown, and DD Myers, a governor of Kuroga, Cinnabon Bunny, and Subscribe Star subscribers, Brian J., John D., Resolute Germ, Life with Matthew, and Thomas. So thank you all for supporting the channel, and for everyone else, thank you for listening and that like and just coming and viewing in Orville Nation. Qapla, Orville Nation, just as we're getting ready to leave.
Hey, PJ.
Thank you.
Hey, PJ.
Yes, hello, PJ. Hope all is well with you, PJ. Bird out. Qapla.
Qapla.
Shut up, Wesley.